Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
Ramsey, I think he did manage to pretty much spend his gold because he bought the hurricane pipe just as he
BKB turned on as well right before the last of the score.
TP out and he's gone.
He's fine. Everybody TP out. BKB Dragon Form used. So that's like, hey, Radiant Brewmaster finished as well.
Alright.
Now he's feeling it. Before, only now.
What's Roger going for? Glimmer Cape? Nothing really, just that items.
Poor Spirit.
Yep.
So we know that VP is still ahead in this game, but I feel like Pango plateaued it quite easily, or at least easily, quite deftly at least.
That Luna kill mattered a lot, even though it looks like whatever. We're still in
they're buying themselves so much time to recover.
That BKB usage on bottom lane and the Dragon Form, that's also a thing that, I mean, sometimes it can happen if you get a kill or two, but if they escape, well, VP is still gonna do something about it. They smoke up even though Dragon Form is out. Even though they don't have DK, they feel comfortable just running in as 4. You do have that radiance as you said. 9 Pasha. Yeah, Pasha.
Yeah, Pasha.
Yeah, Pasha. It's like I'm Pasha. He had a longer nickname, yeah, Pasha, yeah, Bashu, I think.
Yeah, it was Pasha Bash, but then that was rude, was
that? That was a bit rude, yeah. I mean, it's not super rude, but it is rude a bit.
Doesn't it mean like I'm Pasha the mother?
No, it just
not without the mother.
Oh, okay. It's pretty rude. And then the base. Let's get to the side so we can go a little bit deeper. The close from Ramsey ready to go. They're looking to kill off the game, they will find it, they'll move straight on to Ruby. Now we allow the space for VP to start taking this tier 3 tower. Fortification will be there to buy some time for the Pango. They do still have 4 alive. Can they actually get on top of any of the members of VP as Ramsey's starting to tear through the barracks with those glaives?
They're also tanky, but they only killed the Ruby and they're still just letting this entire X go.
Oh, it's hard to do anything some of the speed that the Luna takes. With the water crowd, very hard to jump in. And that is another getting caught outside of the base sides. We try and keep the creeps away.
Weaver is behind, but what's he gonna do?
He just can't get in there.
Can't approach it.
Oh, the VM tip.
The worst part is once the tower is gone, like, this out. Instantly that is a Luna. The glaive just starts slicing everywhere. You can't even approach it if you want to. So go, start it there.
Start it there. And Rubik, he just respawned. Luckily, he's only level 13, so he respawned fairly fast, but he'll also die again fairly fast.
He goes to and looks to close of the game. That is good. As VP take the series 2-0. Game 2 lasting a little longer, but it didn't much matter really for the Pango. They're trying to get
approach actually trying something this different.
I don't know.
Like a Weaver. I don't get it.
No, I didn't get a Weaver, and it didn't look too great at the end of the day. Sure got some kills there.
Choose your hero.
I'm hesitant to flame a pick when I can't necessarily. Dazzle it looks like, with a 4-position Beastmaster. So that's going to... That's a good point. I mean, I think you can harass with flak, although it's harder to do that than it has been in the past. I guess what we're going to see is what we're going to see in this match is sort of similar to the game that we started the day with the safe lane enchanter support, right? How effectively can Chen really lock down this lane? And yeah, I think off the top of my head, certainly on paper it should be a lot less effective than what we saw from Taneko on that Enchantress.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you're going to be able to actually take the balls away. That is a big deal, right? But that does mean, are you going to prioritize Divine Favor over Holy Persuasion? I think the level 1 decision is what matters here. I hope he goes for the Holy Persuasion at level 1. Just to get rid of the balls.
I agree. I think that's the other part in this, is that I haven't quite internalized the new Chen. That I have to remind myself so frequently that Holy Persuasion is now on this super short cooldown, that it's now much closer to enchant in terms of its uptime. Yeah,
and you just look at it and you think, okay, there's so much he wants though. Penitence would be great. You can imagine the chase down for the gyro, but then you've got the attack damage on one and the attack speed on the other, right? So do you go for a 1-1-1 build at level 3 in this type of lane? Possibly with the gyro, you can utilize it. I'm just worried about the sustain. I think that's the difference I'm looking at between these two, is which one has more sustain, and it's a dazzle. That's always going to win.
I think the dazzle lane is almost always going to win in that regard. But this is okay. I'm very curious now.
Yeah, I just think it comes down to
they might start in a trial lane here top, and that's going to effectively offset a lot of the discussion.
Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to actually connect with the tri lane anyway for a kill necessarily. Like, Gyro moves pretty fast. Same time, Chen's got decent movement speed. Maybe, though. Velior, you can see he's hesitant. He went for the Inner Beast instead. I like this move. And actually, you can already see the big problem Fenji's done. He leveled in the Holy Persuasion.
Uh-oh.
That's... Okay, that's pretty tragic, actually. He didn't notice what Velior had done there. And yeah, you just see the instant TV away. Lich says, okay, that's a win.
Yeah, the minute that skill point is forced and that early lane is going to be stable, now Lich comes down here and all of a sudden a lane that you thought you were going to have a big advantage in becomes a lot closer to 50-50. Yeah,
same time.
Back pull on the creep wave here has to be a little bit careful.
Take a little bit of damage. Vanscore did level in the blast at level 1. At least make the merchant pay for it. And keep in mind, this is an Earth Spirit that did not start with a stout.
Ouch.
It's weird as well. He must have paid for one of the wards, because I've seen this greedy build before, but it's not like this. You don't get 3 branches. You get your hands on one set of tangos, a stout, and an orb event.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that way you can actually pummel, trade a little bit. You don't have much regen. You need to kind of get a kill, but
I mean, he's playing on very low HP and he's got 1 tango. That's
no tango. He goes. And he have to use the branches either. He's saving them. He's saving them for the juke spots. Because, you know, the change to...
Look at the effectiveness of this gyro harass top. He got full flat cannon off onto both of these heroes.
Keep in mind, that is without the Divine Favor tool.
Yep.
So, all but gold, taking an abnormal amount of damage in these first few waves. And still, there will be no Divine Favor. He's gone for Penitence instead. Which I like, because that's your kill opportunity.
Oh, and Dazzle, you're level 1, buddy. You have no...
Can we turn around? Missiles coming through.
FNG.
Black Cat chasing down. The hack will be able to kill. Maybe the stick's going to come up. It's too late. First blood drawn. Meantime, FNG does go down to Velior.
Yeah, that was so close. He got trapped in the trees just in a man fight with a beaster, which is oh man, you do not want to be in that position, especially without your frost armor. But Dayak able to How are you pronouncing the name?
Dahak.
Dahak. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it's meant to be pronounced.
Okay, Dahak just is barely able to convert that kill onto the opposing core in time to get the first blow.
And he did manage to deny himself. Well, he's going to come back with boots. This is kind of like scenario of Beastmaster. Yes, your Dazzler died, but you do have boots pretty damn early. This is where you just start harassing and running people down. Turn around.
Get missile on this.
That's way too aggressive. The missile's going to come across to the flat cannon running. That's just going to go down. I don't understand. If you poison touch straight away, maybe, but that came way too late.
Yeah, exactly what you said. I don't know what to add there because that's just such a tough situation. By the way, Razor's owning.
I mean, you kind of expect it. Kulich is not having a fun time. This is not man of game #1 with Legion Commander. This is your typical, I'm going to get slightly pummeled through.
What are you supposed to do, right? Exactly.
Especially with Immersion rotating top. Belial trying to cut the creep wave. He's going to pay a miss for it. Deal out. Roll through does miss from Immersion. Don't worry though, she's got it.
Condemned to
It's okay, it was an intended stack. You see, he meant to do that. Now, what's happening? Bad score.
Bad score?
Just denies himself to the tier 2. That's fair.
Sure.
I mean, I say it's fair, but this is one thing I've noticed is with these players from All But Gold, they are still playing a lot around these denied tier 2s more than other teams. Like Vanscore especially is kind of notorious for it. A lot of teams have started to move away from it. Roll in mid lane. Pango's been found, gonna ban deeper. Up and in, trying to move away. They're gonna be crazy. The crap fight's gonna run out, moving across the Illidan, moving across.
Big Daddy Razor though.
Big haste rune on him will chase for Immersion as well. It's 2 full in the mid lane.
Wow, that's super unfortunate. Little RNG there coming back to bite you.
Meanwhile, top, Belial, he will go down. This Gyro is getting amazing value in this landing phase. He's going to find another one. BCC? What are you doing? In time for the roots? Okay, looks like Vanscore's going to take one of the hack. Doesn't have any mana, but I am very scared.
BCC is raging at this point. He's like, how dare you take my Pugna and make me play Dazzle?
And Illidan. Look at Illidan. Whoops. How dare you take Razor against us? That was a little bit scary, but luckily everything was on cooldown. Let's force the shrine at least. But yeah.
I'm telling you though, so far this Chen has been shockingly effective here at locking down the safe lane.
He's going to lose one of his babies though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
He gets more Razor in the bot lane. In trouble. Roll through does connect. Illidan. Oh, he's going to get blocked. No, Immersion could get in front of him.
Oh, he just barely got the block.
Oh, that was so close. Oh, Kulich is diving. They're diving from both sides. The pincer moving up. Illidan, can he survive this in the tree line? Try and stay alive. Immersion comes with the fast punch of the clap there. Kulich will get it. He can go the TP away. That's against it.
He's walled. Okay.
This is not how you walk out. This is most definitely not how you walk out. Drunken Brawler. Is he going to escape? It's going to be close. No. No misses coming out there. Shame as well, because there's a regen rune sitting in the river. He could have pulled that one off. Immediate smoke, by the way, from the Old Gold.
Oh, this is risky here. This is an active shrine. They're fighting uphill. They don't necessarily know that there are 2 heroes there.
Yeah, but Hurricane Treater's going to us. Look.
Oh, gosh.
Hear it.
All these years of Dota, and that somehow has gotten no less annoying.
I mean, do you remember did you hear about there was a qualifier where Tornado, you weren't allowed to use Tornado because there was a bug that stopped people from moving.
I do remember this. Yeah.
Was that the TI qualifiers? It was close to that. ECZ.
I think it was one of the back one was East-West.
Yeah, I think so. ECZ is a lot of trouble. No, it was 2018. It was TIA qualifier.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I recall
last year.
I recall it because there was notifications being sent out. You're not allowed to do this. It's like you can pick gem, but you not win rippers or any again. You can't use them. Like you can helmet on there and whatever as long as you did not use the item.
That's not your side of it.
He's just asserting dominance. It seems to have backfired though.
What in the world is happening? Guys, come on.
Yeah, it's Dota.
7.5 minutes, dude.
Yeah, but it's CIS Dota, and you use the word chill, which the only thing that's going to chill here
there's no chill
is
here.
the cold,
There's no
dead
chill.
corpses.
Yeah, I do like this commitment of Pugner onto the top tier 1 here, though. That's
I mean, they hit
Dyer's
towers
top tower.
fast.
actually BZZ, who is suffering a little bit, is now going to get a little bit of farm here mid, try and catch
Radiant's
back up.
bottom tower
It's a nice
is under
rotation.
attack.
And anytime you can trade tier 1s top and bottom as Dyer, you're super happy. Or sorry, as Radiant, you're super happy.
Dyer, you're a little bit sad. Meanwhile, Dyer rolling in the mid lane. BCZ, quickest. Not great, but Astral comes out. Flip been used. They want to commit for more, but the rest of the team is hesitant. Coolidge moving in. Cyclone's going to be used on the Razor. He's still stacking that damage. The Van's in trouble. No assistance for him. She's got to bring him down. Razor trying to turn around Afternoon being able to move away quick enough. The Van's still alive, by the way. Coolidge hasn't finished the door. Oh my gosh. All right, Border Smash through. We'll get him. Life drain's been used. This drunken little man is going to walk away. Nailed it. And he still has a lot of damage.
There that he was getting
Radiant's
used
bottom tower
trying to try and save the ledge. I was like, wow.
Dyer's middle
That's a
tower
commitment.
is under
No.
attack.
No, they will convert this.
Hey, oh, Coolidge almost got out as well. Chen was bringing him across. He needed another second.
Nah, no escape for you.
I was a little bit greedy as well. Like, you can see the Gam were on different wavelengths there, right? Afternoon's like, okay, we back away now.
You
And then he just sees the split.
Is under attack.
This is a lot of pressure about to be mounted
Dire
against this middle tier 1
structures
tower, and you really don't want to let this fall.
But
That hurt.
TB in and out walking in. You want the wall lane, Van's cool. You do not walk up to this high ground without Vision Tides Life Drain. In the mid lane of the Brewmaster. Just trying to chip
I
away.
also mean, I don't think they're going to be able to sustain against the pressure.
And Astral's going to try and clear this quick way to slow it down, but
Radiant's bottom
yeah, right now it's the Pugner move in with Bob.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
I like what you guys were doing in the last game.
Now it's getting a little bit questionable. But don't worry. As always, the gyro is doing fine. He has drums now.
Oh yeah, drums. No.
He's
Are you okay? Are you okay with deciding drums on a gyro?
I mean, it's gyro, right? It's this hero that's always like Sanjin Yasha and to be honest, like people forget drums can sustain some value if you want to buy a recipe. Brewmaster in the top lane goes down. But yeah, that's actually something a lot of people still don't realize is you can actually renew the charges
Radiant's
from
middle
recipes.
tower is under attack.
But you don't want it is the problem. Like this
Right, no,
type of hero just wants to move beyond it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not you're not ever going to do that as a core, right?
Depends how poor and backfired the whole plan has gone. Like,
No, I compare what you get out of drums to what you get out of drums. It just seems like that item is kind of very lackluster. Even though on the gyro.
well, that's the thing. I think you have to cap out the 2 Wraith bands now because everything's slowed down so much. There's not this quick
Dire
ramp up.
structures
It's hard to
are
get
fortified.
tower pushers going as strong.
Well, we'll see. I like the new patch changes to power armor. That's something that I thought that they should have done initially. We talked about that a lot when we were casting the trunking qualifiers on 7.2. That game, as a result of the armor
Radiant's
changes, the game was
bottom
just very
tower
high
is under
tempo.
attack.
Yeah, that was making Beastmaster the king of the hill
Radiant's bottom tower
more than anything
has
else.
fallen.
Just that early aggression on tower so easy to achieve.
Yeah, so both teams have really ceded control of their primary jungles, right, with all these towers falling. But again, as the Radiant side,
Radiant are scanning.
that's so much less of a concern than it is for Dire.
It's true. Gambit still has a decent lead.
Even with the tower,
Going on to Hack here. He needs some reinforcements right now. They're coming in. Can they come in quick? Around not favorably. Cooldown's going to be there. No whip away. The Hack retreating. Rocket Barrage out. But they're down to half HP. Needs to be careful. This split is creating a lot of space. They might look to turn around. They're going to get low. Border Smash through. Nope. Didn't stun them low enough. Belio will sidestep it.
yeah, the Hawk gets out after all that. I mean, that's a lot of stuff used, but that's actually a pretty good outcome for the side of Gambit.
FMG, roll in. They're trying to bait in, but it's just get baited himself. Emerging in trouble. Life Drain gonna tick him down pretty fast. He does get the magnetize out and renews at once, but Illidan will TP away. No way to stop that. They will chase forward on the BZZ. The Hack is hesitant to chase for some
I
reason.
love FNG playing with absolutely no fear, just right-clicking at Chen as Chen on 50
Radiant's
HP.
bottom tower is under attack.
Emotion's like, I don't want to go in. FNG just screams, I'm the captain.
That's right, baby.
You follow him. You follow all his goddamn
Dire's
orders.
top tower
Now
is
that
under
I can push
attack.
this tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower is
And I
under
don't think he can
attack.
test either. Afanin is in the neighborhood. He's farming the Radiant jungle. They want to, but he's got to throw at them. Drums. Fish gonna run the wrong way. He runs into problems, in fact, as he finds multiple heroes. The rest of them do get out. Merchant a little bit too late, brought back to the party. Meanwhile, Afanin will continue to just control this area.
Yeah, he did waste a little bit of time. He knows he has Sanity's Eclipse up, and I thought he might have been walking up to think about connecting to that fight, but no, he's going to keep farming that Radiant jungle.
Merchant. They switched the gaze to beat. He managed to roll away. Trouble though, he has got gaze for several more seconds. This is turning into a rough game for Immersion. Not really able to do much in these fights.
Is under attack.
Meanwhile, in the land of OD, this is on its way to becoming a meme.
It's tough though because, you know, what's he really farming toward? He's farming toward his BKB, but I mean, he's forever away from it. And he's not farming all that efficiently either.
Dire's middle tower.
And if he had like a Midas, I could understand this attitude towards the game, but you've got your 4-star. You want to kill something instead of worrying about people jumping you?
Dire's middle tower is under
that's
attack.
a good thing, though. This is where you start to really learn about a team because Gambit are definitely a little bit disjointed right now. I think they feel on the back foot. And can they reset and start applying some pressure? You know, you saw Earth Spirit circle this high ground where Chen's just passing through right now. They want to mount a defense of that. They want to secure that area to get some vision up and mount a defense of that mid-tier 2 tower because they know the push is coming from Old But Gold.
Well, it's more than that. They were worried about Roche for some reason.
Sure.
No, Razor was in the pit, around the pit the whole time. They were roaching, but the full scan went out, so they were trying to mobilize because they were worried about that. And in fairness, I mean, Old But Gold could do Roach. Like, you have the Necronomicon soon. You've got the Vlads already on the Beastmaster. There are always the memes here.
Yeah,
it's not fast.
Yeah, you're going to be roaching into a level 2 sanities, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's tough. It's going to be split is up. The Roach Pit is very scary for you right now if you're Old But Gold.
Very true. And Illidan already using every drum charges. I feel like we've seen one of those, maybe 2, but 3 already burned. I'm not sure if he's got great value out of it.
It's just, you know, shout out to Black using drum charges to farm.
Please. Luckily, that's something we won't have to.
It gets gazed here by Advanced Core.
Well, that's
going to probably be able to roll.
Yeah, he's out. That's a Chain Frost used for, I'm not really sure what.
That would be nothing.
Appropriate tip does come out. They're going to push on this tier 1 bot at least. They do zone out the Earth Spirit who's already walking back. He can set up actually. Because his teammates got TPs. That level 2 that's the clips you talked about.
They don't have any vision up though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Now my
This is a little bit scary for Old But Gold. I mean, the tier 1 tower is clearly the low-hanging fruit.
Dire's bottom tower.
On top of that, we were about to say about Science Eclipse.
Radiant's top
Afanin's still not ready to farm. Fight. Sorry, farm he is. But fight he's not, as he hasn't even leveled to level 2 yet.
Oh, come on.
He doesn't want to. He says, guys, there's no rush. We've got all the time in the world. We've got Gyrocopter, we've got Alloy Devourer.
No, he just invested another skill point. He's maxing. Yeah, it's not an unusual build. That should be.
He doesn't care.
Here comes the Gyro recall.
Man's cool.
Be in position.
Okay, spawn on move. Illidan move forward with the drums. The hack will be able to move away though. They do go on with a static link. The 4-star across the wrong direction. Afanin trying to help. Didn't quite work out the way he'd originally intended. They'll just back off though. Brewmaster. They ping about him. Makulik's in the tree line, but he doesn't go for the TP away. Doesn't mean he's going to fall. He's got the flash. He knows he's better than him. They're going to be silenced up. Razor went a little bit too deep. He's going to pay the price for it. Or is he? Cyclone onto the dazzle. They need to melt quick before he comes down and gives off the shallow grave. Split, not really achieving enough just yet. Chasing through with the Magpie as well. Illidan protected by the shallow grave. Primal Roar does come out. Can they actually do anything with it? It looks like they can't. Just going to chase, lose the Razor. They might lose more. Lich getting low. Won't tick out, gets out of range. They're looking to actually turn around, look for a revolt kill. But they won't find it.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. And that Chen medallion is super nice. That means along with all the big ults that you have, they're going to be able to contest Roche a lot more effectively.
That was an interesting primal rule. I get where he's coming from, but really, like, it's not protecting your Razor. It looked like Velio was just trying to find a kill on the side and return. But now you don't have a play to make instantly after you lose your Razor.
Structures are fortified.
Immersion getting ever closer to that Spirit Vessel here, which, I mean, you're against a Dazzler, you're against a Pugner. This item could easily break all the gold. Mid-lane, that's what we found. Reinforcements have arrived. Illidan trying to move away. The Chain Frost buying a little bit of time. That's going to roll up by Immersion. That's a mistake if I've ever seen one happening. Trying to move away. Decrepify's going to be in the life ring. He's so damn tanky right now. But don't worry. Silence Eclipse wasn't used. I agree that it shouldn't have been used that time. That was a...
Oh, but now you start to think
roll.
Yeah.
They're going to go. Yeah. I mean, see, count all in there, courtesy of Chen, but they're going. Magnetize is coming off cooldown.
Everything is down except for Sanities.
No, Magnetize is now cooldown. Just came to cooldown.
Okay.
This may be mistimed. How many remnants? He's only got one though. Maybe they've been counting the remnants. That might be the big deal. Take a move though.
This is the hack.
Throw down one of the others. He moves in. He's looking at him. But it's too late. Illidan gets the Science Pips gets dropped. Gets one. And Illidan, he's out of health. Now alive. Nothing left to live for as the Charlotte Grave runs out. The celebratory cooldown from Dahak, if I've ever seen one, as they'll now be able to conversion to fit themselves. BZZ
for getting Roshan down.
BZZ is poking and prodding. They want to back them off here. But there it is. Actually caught in fail. It's a surprise. You just got the shock of your life. Askel's going to come out. BZZ no escape either. Raise up to that. That's a desperate move. You're not going to clear that quick enough. Illidan needs to run. They've got one remnant left. They will just again. The buybacks were commit from the Beastmaster and the Dazzle. Beastmaster, no primal rule for 40 though.
Economic damage. Look at that gold bleed for Gambit.
Oh my god, up to 8,000 now.
Split is back up. They are in so much trouble right now if they overcommit to this.
Fine. They're going to go in, happen in. TKB activated. He finally calmed it off. Raise up. Split comes out. They see everything. Not long for this one. Decrepify to keep him alive a little bit longer. The Chain Frost bounce across, but they don't care. Dazzle is getting low. Has a shallow grave, but can't connect with the Razor. He goes down. Boulder Smash to get Velio away. But they're going to now chase forward. Happen in. Or start off the high ground. Finish off the Dazzle and turn around for the kill on the Velio because he has no escape plan. He can't even pick up the bounty rune. He's down. And that is now a 9k network lead. You're about to surrender Roche across to the side of Gambit. And the end is nigh at this rate.
It's just so great. Like, these are guys that so many of the players in this game are guys that I've watched playing CIS Dota for so many years now. I mean, these guys were a lot of them were playing when I first started doing stats and games. And so much about this game recalls CIS Dota 4 years ago. Just nonstop aggression and these crazy fights.
You might get to see more.
Has just turned this in such a huge way.
Radiant's middle tower
buybacks
is under attack.
Absolutely crushing hold the gold.
They broke their own economy. And Immersion, you can go for it. Roll. Yes, he gets it. He tried for the TP away, but was unsuccessful.
Right there.
There was hesitation at first for him.
I don't care how many times you nerf the hero.
I mean, I like it better than what it was. Yes, 2-man, 3-man Boulder Smashes would oddly deceive, but that roll is ridiculous now.
Exactly.
Radiant's
it's just that no other support offers you close to this kind of long-range engagement potential. Initiation and catch.
Oh yeah. And now a high ground push shall begin. Hack has the BKB. They put the Aegis on after it.
Let's have a good hold here. Let's get a longer game going. I love watching these guys.
Yeah, but you know what's scary here? FNG can recall Dahak in if he dies. They can dangle either Appanin or Dahak first. Alright. Power hit time. Rush shield maybe a little bit too late. You want to do that before the flat cannon comes out.
Yeah, I like that. I like that point because ordinarily what you're thinking about is you got the Aegis on the OD, but Gyrocopter is such an important complementary damage source that if he dies, you have to back. But no, he just box out and uses and they use recall. And it's just so important now in the than they used to be.
It's true. I think it was a weird one.
They changed the buyback curve a lot. And initially, when that patch came out, a lot of the discussion was centered around the idea that late game buybacks were more expensive. But what's longer term, what I think has had the much bigger impact on the game is that mid-game buybacks are often cheaper.
Well, this has been a big thing about the last year and a half, at least I'd say, is this kind of ramp up towards quicker finish time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The average finish time has been dropping and dropping and dropping. The most recent patch was an abnormality in that regard because the change to speed and XP gain was designed to slow down the game a bit because it was felt that
I mean, come on, it was not.
Really? With the
was
XP
on
change?
Such a surface level. Oh, you're talking about 21.
Yeah. No, not before that.
No. The XP change, okay. Look, the most important part of the XP change, which was actually a really smart balancing decision, was it was a nerf to the level 10 talents. Because the idea is you now need about 400 more XP to get to level 10. And there are so many heroes that have these super powerful level 10 GPM and XP talents, and I think that was a really good change.
No, I agree. And then on top of that, they changed the movement speeds. Like the average movement speed of a hero is down.
They absolutely. The percentage rate move speed mechanic was just brain dead. I mean, I'm sorry. I like the Dota 2 team. I have said enough positive about them over the years. They've done such a good job with the game, but that particular change to move speed mechanics was not great, and I think they need that. There was no way to fix that, right?
Especially from the GPA talents at 10. Like, supports were able to get too many acts too early on. And that's how fun for them, by the way. Had enough time to have this in-depth discussion before the action is about to commence.
All right.
Or maybe not. Are you just backing up away to high?
They have good high ground.
Yeah, they're like, come to us, please. You want to leave the base? We're happy to meet your every needs. Now they can just take the shrines.
Good discipline by the side of Old But Gold. It's very, very easy to get just a little bit out of place there, give up a pickoff, and then the game is out of hand.
They're going to pick off now, OG outside the base. He wanted to farm some creeps.
Shut up, caster. Oh my god. That was the worst caster curse. Oh,
hey, you know,
sorry, Chad.
Good discipline from Gambit.
Screwed it up for all of us. God.
You wanted a good game. That's not how you get a Haas.
Gee, come on, dude. That's like, that's what G did like 5 years ago before he got super good.
There's the Aegis for claim. If you want to make a move is now. Nope. That's a little bit too obvious, Velior. You gotta be a little bit more sneaky about it. Now they're gonna just push more. They got double catapult. The hack has BKB as well. They've got everything already. They'll go party power. They even use divine faith. On the catapult. So they're gonna move it now. Hold it smash by. He'll do a little bit. He's gonna go down. Down now. Has he got the buyback belt? No, he doesn't. They can just commit. They know what happened in. Chasing him with the BKB activated. Once the target has found get rid of him. He finds additionals as the GG comes down and Gambit 2 Old But Gold.
Yeah,
maybe not looking too gold.
The game. They're just like, okay, all right.
And now for the most groundbreaker. As it broke the back of the old man.
I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get to see a longer game or a third game because I don't know. It may just be me, but I think watching these CIS stacks play is so much fun. There's so many history with all.
Radiant team pick.
Grimstroke. Sven stands ready. Brewmaster!
Seconds remaining.
Double shaman.
A world devourer.
Timber saw.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut.
Timber saw.
Sven stands ready.
This
Prepare
one
for
is
battle.
in the bag, and that one is too, and that one, they are all in the bag. Oh, you see this?
Thank
You
you.
see? Oh, this is what I've always wanted. Oh, I'm so happy.
Dire team pick.
Crystal Maidens and they'll have a good shot.
Yeah.
I don't think you can just pick someone else's strat and just think, you know what? Let's see if we can win with it.
That usually fails, just stealing strategies.
Yeah,
because
you gotta practice those.
You have to practice it, and there are certain things about that strategy that you have to know, right? You have to know your timings, you have to know the rotations, how they're
10
supposed to
seconds
happen,
remaining.
when they're supposed to happen. And if you do not, if you just blindly
5
try to copy
seconds
something, it
remaining.
might just backfire.
Yep.
And there's a Sven.
There's that.
There's a Titan
Luna.
as well. Maybe we can put him up.
Luna, your face.
Right, Sven is gonna be
Titan.
on the Radiant, the manly
Owen,
boy Sven.
dude, you broke the tide?
I didn't know it was broken
It was
yesterday.
broken,
It had a
yeah.
hole in.
Why did you break the tide, Owen?
It had a hole in it.
Where's,
I don't know.
where is that tiny? Here we go.
If you give me a needle and a thread, I can fix it.
Right,
The Shadow Demon.
and we're gonna
The Luna
Tiny.
counter. Make some illusions of that Luna.
Yeah, it used
Hyper
to be,
Sven. Pretty
it used
nice.
to be the counter
Yeah.
actually.
Coming into play.
Shadow.
But you know what's better than a Shadow Demon? A Rubik. If Pango pick the Rubik, then they can just disrupt their own Luna. So,
True.
pick the Rubik.
There we go, Shadow Demon.
They do like that Rubik, but
Pick the Rubik. You would be copying VP draft from game one. They did Rubik.
what was it? Was it Brew, Rubik, Draw?
Rubik Drow? That's the way they ended it. Yeah. So the Pango could do that. Why not? Oh, I think they could. If they want to copy VP's draft, it wouldn't be too bad. The Shadow Demon would be countered. You got a Rubik.
You can definitely take that Rubik. Why would you though? Then you would be having Rubik Luna. It's not great.
Well, it's what VP did.
VP also had
Because
Rubik
we did
Luna.
It's VP though.
Sure.
You can give them some
Five
cool
seconds
but they're gonna manage to win.
That's true.
What do they go for though? Do they go for the Drow and the Rubik? The Rubik versus Shadow Demon.
I think the Drow
Not
at
that
least.
best, honestly. It's not like
You don't think it's that good?
I don't think it's that good.
Okay.
No. I think Shadow
Dire
Demon is
team battle.
it did get buffed actually, so that's one of the reasons why he's picked. You can have, I think it went from 50 to 35 mana actually, 15 left.
Yeah,
mana
yeah,
on
the poison
on the
is really
poison,
cheap.
which means that you can
Yeah.
actually dish out many more poisons early on.
You really can. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the
Every
poison
third one is free if you compare it to the last patch, to the previous patch, so that's pretty good. Quick maps.
Quick
Seconds
maths.
remaining. Radiant
OD
team
banned
battle.
out. Pango banned out. I think that has actually helped
That's
Pango.
good. That's
Yeah.
definitely good for Pango that Pangolier is banned out because so far they have had zero success with that hero.
What do we want to have Ghosted play? We've been saying like he's a stable player, he's a good player, one of their star players.
Well,
What hero can we give him to set
the
them up
Brew?
for success?
Brew's good.
Brew? Yeah?
Brew's just good anyway.
10 seconds remaining.
Brew definitely could work.
Yeah.
There's a Doom that could work actually
5
too.
seconds remaining.
Some utility for that Luna. You get a good creep as well for an additional aura, like a Wolf or a Hellbear Smasher. It's pretty good.
All the auras. If you're going for auras, you can also just go Venge Beastmaster Luna.
I mean, Venge Luna used to be another hero that got buffed. The cooldowns
Yeah.
on her are much smaller now, which is pretty good. So,
The Brambled.
yeah, on the Brambles.
So Dark Willow will be going probably down there with.
I love how we show the hero first, like it's lottery, you know, like no longer show it to everyone.
It's like playing bingo.
Yeah, like bingo. It is the Dark Willow that I have just picked out.
5 seconds remaining.
You do that move, you know.
I actually do like that they don't just blindly copy Virtus Pro. It shows that they have seen something in Virtus Pro's draft that they like and they give it their own twist.
Yeah.
That's something that's good. I hope
Sven and
for them.
Luna definitely made sense. With the Sven's Warcry, it's so hard to take that Luna down. The auras are really good. The aura for the Sven, he goes 4 bracers. Pretty decent.
I think for Na'Vi it's just quite like, what, are they going to sort of have a core themselves that really benefits from the ST, or is it just for
I
sort of
think
utilizing
it's
the
good
Luna
enough.
against
I
them?
think it's good enough like this for Luna.
You don't want to be picking some sort of
You
ad
don't
core
have to.
that.
You don't have to. You can go for something like a Terrorblade that's also really good.
Yeah.
Also good versus Luna. Take the Centaur. Alright, that's on your side. Overall though, Shadow Demon when picked like this, like not few years ago, like a year ago, go for that Shadow Demon just to counter it out and also to block pick it. So Shadow Demon is really nice.
5 seconds remaining.
You actually, no, the Purge doesn't really work. Anything else besides slowing down that Luna?
They gotta reveal something about the draft now. Unless they pick another flex pick, but they gotta show what that. I think it's just gonna be a Luna core. You don't really want to have a Luna support, surely.
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
think
it's gonna be Luna
support.
core.
It's gonna be the Luna core, definitely.
Yeah. It was Sven and Willow, and it would be a bit
Sven and
awkward
Willow
to-
can be the offlane duo as well.
Could be cool, Sven.
Could be core Sven, yeah.
I think it's going to be the two.
Alright, so
What? Omni Knight.
alright. Repulse. It's down there somewhere. Definitely a hero we haven't seen.
It's probably Probably Ghost Stick?
I guess it's going to be offlane Omni-Knight. Yeah, that's where it was played before. It hasn't changed a whole lot. I actually had an Omni-Knight in some of my games recently. The Radiance build can be quite scary again. The Repel obviously works in a different way than before. It wasn't changed in this last patch.
No, it's all about what the status resistance.
Yeah, status resistance. Yeah, it has been changed a while ago, but it hasn't been picked really. So that's why
literally, I've not seen it at all in any of the games I've seen.
Now we have another like usage of that Shadow Demon. You can use the Purge to get rid of the Omni-Knight spell.
Yeah, that is true. You're picking the Omni into the SD.
You pick the Omni-Knight into the SD, but at the same time, you don't really care that much. You must have Huskar is picked without any saves, though.
Yet. Nah, but then you have to have a tiny core if that is. If you're still going to draft a save.
What do you ban out now? I guess it's just mid Huskar, yeah. Maybe you ban out Monkey King if you're Navi.
10 seconds remaining.
Not the greatest draft for them if they go with Monkey, if they just pick the last pick to counter that Huskar.
Oh, I put the Huskar on the wrong side, though.
But it can definitely work. I don't see many other heroes that counter Huskar that well in the lane.
No.
So you basically don't have way too many options remaining. Monkey King is decent with Omni-Knight too, so that could work. And then you just put Sven on position 5, Dark Willow 4. Sven can be played on 4 as well, but on 5 he does just as much.
Yeah,
I think
he's there for the armor. He's there for the stun.
Yeah.
He really needs levels. He doesn't need farm.
It's going to be very interesting to see if they decide to go with their own strategy and just completely disregard the Huskar pick, or if they actually just react to it.
Surely they gotta address it somehow.
They should address it somehow, definitely.
They can have Willow just farm a halberd earlier or something.
Willow halberd sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
Who else is gonna buy it?
You need a vessel and a halberd, right?
You want the vessel first, for sure.
The vessel is.
They can have Omni-Knight build the vessel.
5 seconds.
I think if anything, you do the other way around. Omni-Knight gets halberd and Willow gets vessel.
No, Viper is actually really good with the Nether Toxin changes. Well, not recent changes, but definitely you get rid of his passive, and then that Huskar, when he dives you early on, he actually does not have attack speed, so it doesn't matter that he's low HP. Morphling.
Morphling's going to be down there on the safe lane with probably the SD. So one of those carries that SD can sort of help out make illusions of. That can be nice.
Yeah, you can turn into the Luna as well as Morphling, which is pretty good. Into the Omni-Knight as well. Repel yourself, turn back into Morphling, start hitting people. There's also Warcry. Like, you can turn into many of these heroes and benefit from them. Every single one. Like, if you turn into Sven, you Warcry, you turn back. It works. If you turn into Omni-Knight, you Repel yourself, you turn back into Morph. You can still hit, which is pretty good. Laundry. Wow, a very greedy Pango draft, honestly.
Does he do okay against the Huskar mid, or?
I guess, I mean, they last picked it, and they know they're gonna lane versus Huskar, so I guess they expect him to do fairly well, but in my honest opinion, this is a very greedy way to end your draft, considering you have a Luna as a core already.
Yeah,
so one of these core, like, which one of these cores, Lone Druid and Luna, are gonna play with Omni-Knight? That's my question. Like, which one of these cores is gonna run across the map and create space when the mid game starts? Which one of these cores is actually gonna fight the first Huskar's Rosh fight? Like, he's gonna go for that Rosh. Like, how do you stop that from happening? The first one. This Omni-Knight has to go ham. Like, he has to go out of control for this game to work out for them. Honestly, in my opinion, I can predict right away. I'm going with the Huskar.
I think that they've got no ways to fight that Huskar. The Huskar's going to take over, unless for some crazy reason he gets stomped in lane, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Navi's got this, and I think the Pango's just been a little off today with their drafts.
I'm trying to really think if there's something that we missed about Pango's lineup, about that Omni-Knight being really good. But Navi for me as well. You can add production for Pango if you want. Although, yeah, okay,
production
sure. Go for it. Enjoy the 0 point. Actually, no, you got some points.
They have 2 points.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, weird draft.
Very.
We've seen 5 games from Pango so far for the last 2 days. Was it 5? Yeah, right? and this is their most questionable one yet.
I mean,
I don't think it's as questionable as the Weaver carry game.
yeah,
I think this is a bit better than that, but it's still. I think it's just hard because they don't look like they were prepared for the Huskar, and the Huskars just spread them off.
We questioned VP's draft as well, but it worked out. But it is VP.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, when you question Pango's draft, it's like, yeah, it isn't looking great, honestly. Maybe somehow if Luna has a good start, Omni Knight has a good start, perhaps they can roll out of control in the mid game and then Lone Druid. Honestly, there is maybe a chance that Lone Druid goes range mode, right? DPS mode, and then basically what he does is he buys like 3-4 raid bands, and he is the one that's creates space in the mid game. But
I mean,
he didn't do that the last game.
I was going to say, is he going to go range, or is it just going to be Midas Radiance?
I have no clue. Like, I haven't seen anyone go Midas Radiance in ages, and he went Midas Radiance the last game, so... and I don't even find that build viable, actually, on Moderate. There we go, synergy. There's no synergy on your team, bro.
Maybe there's some synergy that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope that that's the case for the Pango. You know, we've been giving these guys credit, saying how they were so hot a couple of months ago and looking good and doing well and on the rise.
You know where synergy is actually happening? It's on Navi's side. You have the Shadow Demon and the Centaur, which is pretty good. Was always good. You
Disruption
have the
into
Stomp. Yeah.
And I mean, you got so many ways to help that Huskar fight. Stampede getting him in and out of fights. Disruptions coming into play if it gets a little too risky for him, buying time for him to regen up a bit.
We've seen people use toss as a safe mechanism as well. That looks weird, like he has a dead wing. The Huskar.
It's a dead wyvern.
Yeah, but it does...
Oh, it's a dead winter virus.
Yeah, dead winter wyvern, yeah.
How dare he?
That's a little sad.
Why?
Why exactly?
He shouldn't have died, should he? It's his fault. Come on, wyvern. Step it up. Stop feeding.
I will tell that next time I see Ian Burgers. They're the cow's fault.
Well, that doesn't even make sense, because I'm not sad about the cow being dead.
Some people
That
are.
doesn't make any sense. Yes, good for them, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm holding a party in my mouth. Okay. So magical. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, hey, hello, Suneko. He's fine. Nice block of Blizzy. Brambles. So what's the exact change? You can cast more often.
Cast more often, that's about it.
And don't they do less damage as well?
Let's read it. Bramble Maze cooldown reduced. Bramble Maze cooldown reduced.
Okay.
Mana cost and cooldown. There we go.
Mana cost.
I see. The cooldown's the big one.
Yeah.
Well, what can the Lone Druid do? How much can he find in this lane?
Well, 5-0-5-0 right now. They're trading evenly.
Yeah.
And we'll keep tabs on that. In the meantime, Shadow Demon is laning with the Centaur.
It's hard to
And
match.
Shavash?
It's tiny.
Wait, where's his Morphling? Why is his Morphling standing still at the tower?
It's far.
Are there also creeps there?
Yeah, there are creeps there. So. Oh, Blizzy's Foul is gone.
That's a big one, but he still has 3 tangles, but that's still very big.
Oh, they know where he's going, but he's wasting all those tangles actually.
Yep.
Oh, he has 3 remaining now.
Stun.
They're gonna have brambles.
Alright, first blood for Pango.
First blood,
Yep.
3 tangles, and a salve.
That is big, actually.
Oh, it took him a lot of time to get it.
Yeah, well, still big because he comes back to the lane with only 1 or 2 tangles left.
Yeah, not a lot to breathe in there.
3 tangles left. And a mango.
Why are they okay, so the Tiny is on the top lane helping out his Morphling.
Yeah.
While the Shadow Demon is on the bottom. I guess they realize that they have to pressure the Omni Knight more than they have to help their Centaur out. I think that's the case. I don't really think Ghosty cares if Shadow Demon is here, so I just play. True actually has a stick and stout, so it's very hard for Ghostic to trade evenly, even though he has purification. It's a bit different than it used to be. So
Do you think we're going to see a bigger change in terms of 2-1-2 lanes compared to 3-1-1 lanes?
we are already seeing some changes, right? Like I don't know, how many times did you see a tri-lane just a few weeks ago?
Well, a few weeks ago barely, but now it's more and more common.
Exactly, so.
But why is that?
I mean, some heroes get nerfed, some changes happen, some other heroes start being popular, and that's about it. Nothing.
So we got a stun up on Blizzard, and a vision out.
The main reason is heroes that are really strong in the dual lane scenario get nerfed.
Yeah.
And after that happens, you instantly have to go back into the tri-lanes.
They're having a great start.
Yeah, they're crushing the spot, mate. Yeah. Right, this sort of tri-lane is making more than enough space for Naive.
I mean, this Bramble maze is actually huge. Yeah? Like every time they go someone, they have the Bramble maze twice in a fight, so. And Slayer just suicides.
That being said, though, the Luna is 17-5 compared to the Morphling 24 and 15. That's a big difference.
Yeah, Morphling is doing a bit better. He's not contested at all. I think Luna was forced to farm under the tower a bit as well. While Morphling, even if he farms under the tower, he's fine. Just strength, more agility, and he's good.
I mean, there's nothing really the Ghost can do to slow down the farm.
Yep.
As a solo lane Omni.
Actually, morphing into Omni Knight is so good. One of the best things. So, overall, Morphling should have a decent game here. Oh, they go mid.
With the wraparound, do have Tiny turning up as well as they'll toss back the Lone Druid into the hands of Magical underneath the town. Gang successful for Navi.
I just want to say, I love the way they were connecting towards mid. It's basically Tiny, it's 4-minute mark when they start connecting. Tiny goes through the top rune, checks the top rune, at the same time is checking the bottom rune. And if they get the proper rune, they just commit to mid. They wrap around and he's gone. It's just these small things.
And if it's successful, they can instantly transition that into getting these runes.
I mean, these small things eventually lead to bigger, more important ones, right? Just being on that rune at the right time allows them to go for a kill.
I mean, sometimes you can trace games back to a small little change that happened at the start of the game, which seems silly, but
I mean, the laning stage at least. It's not like this is going to impact the super late game too hard, right? If they get there, but it might prevent the game from going there if the laning stage goes catastrophically bad for this Lone Druid per se. The Huskar can just go out of control, get his armor and 3-4 placers, whatever he wants to, and just take rush, and then finish the game. So.
Toss coming out as well, and Ghost Stick.
Like this is a big issue for them as well because they try lane bottom. And this Omni Knight is basically left all alone, lonesome on this top lane, and is not able to find anything. He has CS level 3. Sounds great. They do need to kill to Lone Druid, which is pretty good. Definitely needed it.
The safe tri lane that they got on the bot lane, is that on hindsight worth it? I mean, they got a couple of kills, but it didn't necessarily help out the Luna with that per se.
No, I mean, Luna's pretty fun, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
sure, but not as much as Morphling is.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good fun.
He's putting in on his legs. Problems, perhaps.
Back into the stun.
They got the catch.
Yeah, they definitely did not help Luna with that. But I mean, if they didn't commit to this tri-lane, it would have been much worse from the start. So there's that.
So it was still the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't think they were slowing down the Morphling too much. Even if they
wouldn't be able to. And the question is, like, how much would they even be able to give to that Omni Knight if they duel it, let's say? He probably would have had a better time, but how better is the question. And we haven't really seen Omni Knight in quite a while, so
True.
Not a long time.
Interesting, yeah. I wonder if he's gonna just go utility like everyone else is doing right now, or if he's gonna, I don't know, get some Midas. I mean, I really would hate that, but their draft is wonky.
Yeah, he's in trouble again. Another kill that crystallizes easily getting involved in on that top lane.
At the same time, the Huskar is completely free farming mid.
Yeah.
You're winning your safe lane, you're winning your mid lane. Offlane, I mean, you're not winning, but it isn't horrible.
No, it's like Blizzy, sure, but he died a couple of times at the start, but he's not like totally out of it in farm. He's still ahead of the Omni Knight.
Only 2 bracers? What is this blasphemy? Shame on yourself, Huskar. 2 bracers into armor. Needs at least 4 to get that early 2.5k HP, minute 10. Ridiculous hero, by the way.
The thing is, they don't really have a lineup that is going to kill the Siska very quickly. Like, there's no sort of huge burst that's going to be able to tip him over the edge when he is low and just relying on mass regen from the passive. Bottom lane, they took the route on Blizzy, but now Blizzy is sort of being able to walk it off. They'll look for the kill onto Seneko instead, but TP
Tiny
now, so sort of pushes them back and will keep Seneko safe.
Tiny's actually mid, so he's preparing for something there, but Omni Knight's close by as well.
Yeah, Ghostic might scout him out. Yeah, he's gonna run uphill now.
Yeah, they know.
He found him.
Ghostic, in terms of farm, is lower level than his position for Dark Willow, lower gold.
His experience isn't that great either. He's a bit better than that.
Just how hard Crystallize has been denying the lane.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really approach that morphing, can you?
He's 40 denies.
Yeah, he's sitting on 500 HP and just denying. That's 40 times 9, right? Something like that. So an additional, let's say, 360, 350 gold in his way.
It ranks up.
It's, I don't know. OD?
Adds up. What are you trying to say?
There's something with
English.
well.
Do you even English, bro?
There's something with R as well.
I'm pretty certain it racks up.
Racks up. You said racks up.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Ghostic. He's got backup coming in. He died maybe a little deep, as now Chew has been cursed ground, and in fact they've got a full forward in there to beat down Chew, so they'll get that Tiny.
Yeah, support Tiny out there. 4 people rotating top for that, meaning Luna is very lonesome. He's
Radiant's
actually
middle tower is under
able to
attack.
just use it to space though, because Centaur is also not in the lane for the second.
Luna's farming, so is the Lone Druid. It's just a case of when's the timing going to be that this Luna and Lone Druid can do something against a Huskar and a Morphling?
You know when the timing for Huskar is? It's right now.
Yeah, he's hunting.
As that smoke,
Radiant
that Luna is
He
all to his little tricks, instantly goes to the top lane. What are you searching for, magical?
Yeah, I think we saw the edge of that smoke too, with that ward.
Quite possible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not showing mid, so there's two ways that he could run, either bottom or to the pit. If he's not in the pit, yeah, they just port out to bottom. Ghosty going for Vlad's utility build. I like that. Definitely necessary on offlaners.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
No way that Pango wants to do anything about this defense down bottom.
They actually lost top, right? They lost the top tier 1.
They did, yeah, because Pango's able to get the trade.
It was a good trade. Luna instant.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, just took it. Can't see the minimap very well, it seems.
Chifash is waiting for someone to come and defend this tier 1 mid.
Dire's top tower
And
is
they've got
under
ward down
attack.
behind the tower as well, so he's got good info if someone does come in. Want to try and get the toss back and set up a kill for Crystallize.
Under attack.
And now TP does come in, but they're going to also see this Venom. Yeah, Stampede is called for, so they can get out of there.
Actually, maybe a Vessel on Omni Knight before Vlad's wouldn't be that bad. It's not really an item that you usually buy on Omni. It's not.
Someone needs to get a Vessel against the Huskar.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be. Yeah, you have the Urn on Dark Willow, and Dark Willow had a decent start, so this is alright, I guess. It's not only the Huskar; it works well versus Morphling too. So
Yeah.
you have 2
Dire's
heroes
middle
that.
tower
It's very
is under
valuable,
attack.
The Pango themselves are trying their best to hit back on these early tier 1s and pressure some reactions out of Navi. And Navi still have that morph sitting comfortably at the top. Farming away a real treat, Crystallize. And Magical close behind on this Huskar.
He has got them back up. Crystallize coming in as well, but the fear stops them. He actually gets hit.
Crystallize is more than way. It's really going to be a question of how do we see the Pango's heroes killing them all for the Huskar. These are both very hard targets for them to take down.
I mean, that's why they're not going for them. Overall, they're just going for the objectives, right? That's what they should be doing. It's the only thing they can solidly get right now.
It's good. Yeah, when you're playing versus Huskar, just don't fight him.
Yeah.
Good push. Run around him
Radiant's
as much as
middle
possible
tower is under attack.
until you get those items that are gonna allow you to take him down. The only issue is, like, he's gonna go for rush very soon. They should go for rush very soon.
And in fact, Morph turning into one and then giving that. So good. Slayer tries the PBA and it will make it away. They'll be afraid to try and buy time for Zayas to get out too, and it will save them.
So no dice.
Everybody gets out.
Pretty good. And you force even the Huskar to rotate over here. So yeah, you saved your centaur, but you just gave a lot of space to that Luna and the Lone Druid farm.
Instant smoke. They really want something. They need to make this movement worth it.
The worth of this smoke is also described by the fact that they cannot both stay there, like the Huskar and the Morphling. So Morphling stays and farms while they smoke and move out. Even if they don't get some kills, the Huskar is going to be in a better position to continue farming.
Complete finds a stun. Up on the Omni Knight.
Magical's going to jump into, looking to get on top of the Lone Druid, but his money plays, there's no chance for Sailor. As he will tick down, toss forward, gets Magical in, and on top of Slayer. And Slayer as well cannot get himself away from this one.
Don't stun Busy. There we go.
I thought that Omni Knight was Lone Druid. Or the other way around, rather. They do look like each other once they have the repel on them. With the
A really good smoke, by the way. A great reaction. Instant rotation from the bottom lane to the
Radiant's
mid.
middle tower
I mean,
is
this
under
is
attack.
like the pace at which they
Radiant's
decide to
middle
make these
tower
movements
has
is
fallen.
it's what describes a good team, basically, nothing more.
Do you think Pango was expecting them to hide behind their Morphling? Is that why they were still that far forward in the mid lane? Because that's when Morphling was showing bottom, he was farming bottom.
Perhaps that can be true, because you don't expect to blow a centaur up that quickly and then get away with it. So they must have expected that they're still around bottom, because that smoke came instantly after that failed gank attempt on the bottom lane.
Yep.
Insta smoke moved out. You don't expect it. You expect the Huskar to maybe grab a creep or two in the jungle and then like, all right, let's now smoke. But that would be too late. But like this, it was perfect for Navi.
I think for the Pango, they really need to get that Spirit Vessel ASAP. That's going to be a chug fight, because as it is crystallized, it's finding 3 pickoffs. He spots the Sven out alone, Slayer gets caught.
Yeah, I mean, Luna is ahead, top of the network, but Luna should be ahead. And she did have a good laning stage, while Morphling shouldn't even be this close. Like, he's doing very well.
Yeah, shouting to BKB for her.
Yeah, classic build, pretty standard.
Yeah, it gives her the ability
Madness.
to turn up to these fights.
Mask of Madness, you can farm the jungle faster. Yasha allows you to move across the map faster, also farm faster. And then with that BKB, as Owen just said, she's going to be able to participate in fights too. So. Okay, they warded there, which possibly means that they're going to be looking at that rush anytime now.
Yeah, and it's also a counter ward though, they saw that. And I guess with the Oscar, they do have a Roshan taking lineup, so they can just do that. Oh, Pango rotating in here.
They have the bear. What does the bear even have? I never saw it.
He's got Radiance.
Radiance, is that my?
He's got the relic,
right?
yeah.
Yes, the relic. Soon he's going to have the
Not
Radiance
bad.
too. That's going to be a small power spike. Not too small. It's going to be a big power spike for Pango. Maybe they'll look to fight then.
You don't think they will want to fight here? No.
They just might. They are converging.
4 people here.
Dire's bottom tower
The
is
Willow and
under
the Sven are
attack.
still waiting for an opening. They don't have vision though, and they back off. I guess they only wanted to fight if Navi went in.
Yeah, this tier 1 is actually hard to defend, because if they ever took that cliff and warded it, like, they can just wrap around, pincer movement,
Radiant are
get done.
scanning.
Crystallize. He's getting closer to that Manta. think a very safe build, Manta into BKB.
Yeah, no sort of E-blade brush.
Yeah, I expected Manta and then perhaps even an E-blade or just full right click. I don't see the value, that big value of a BKB in this particular game. I guess you can just jump the Luna without fearing the ultimate.
I was going to say, I guess that's the only thing he's really scared of, the ult from Naive, but...
Yeah, Dark River can dish out a lot of damage, right? But you have Manta to deal with the curve down.
And get away from
it. So you shouldn't be that scared of it. Yeah.
Alright, they're going for the safe build in the rest, they will find themselves a catch on desires. There's a shadow round with a shrine. They turn towards an echo. Stampede will not save them.
Wow, I actually did not expect him to live there.
I thought it was dead.
I thought it was dead too.
Maybe he had a range drop or used sticks.
Stick probably.
Yeah. Insta smoke up though, coming from them, and they're moving towards that.
The Roche.
That guy in the pit, is that Roshan? Finally.
That's a scandal.
I mean,
they know.
This is great timing for them. Already on 50%.
Pretty quick they take it, yeah.
Now they have to react immediately.
Yeah.
This is very important. They shouldn't.
There's a spear available as well.
Can they contest this? That's all they cannot. Oh, this is bad for Navi. This is real bad.
They just lost the race. Pango.
Bad, yeah. Like, for Navi, it's all about tempo. Yeah, you still have Morphling. Morphling is gonna farm. You can go late. It's not like the end of the world. But when you have Huskar, this first rush means so much. You really want to have it. You definitely will not want to give it away. You can't just YOLO in. Oh, he has a BKB too. Oh, this is one tanky Huskar. It's very well farmed.
Do you like the BKB then?
On Huskar, it's alright. Halberd would have been good as well, I suppose. But like the Huskar has been changed, the passive is different, so getting that BKB is valuable too.
Oh, just gotta be careful. He's gonna need that BKB soon.
So the two of the market put the BKB in, lifts his hand and starts to fight. Jumps forward straight away, trying to get himself on top of Slayer. The Sven running, keeping his distance as the Pango do start to split up, making it harder for Navi to fight. Can Navi continue to chase? Wait, 4-4 from Crystallize, but Zayas is healed back up by Ghostic, and Navi can't quite get any kills. They have to use the Stampede to get out of there. This is not a fight that they can take.
I mean, that Sven just wasted the full BKB duration of Huskar. He was just trying to hunt him down.
And that fight altogether looked like just a bit of a shambles.
Yeah, I felt like Navi might win it. Like Huskar, they did a win. When he hit the BKB, he's low HP, he's going to hit them really fast.
But they lifted it with the 14 because Shadow Demon wasn't there. And now he is there. Now he's by himself and he dies. Because he teleported into a tower that he's not got any business to defend.
He tried to disrupt Luna and counter her the way he said he can, but that wasn't really... That didn't really look like a counter.
Well, Pango is looking good. I mean, their laning stage didn't really go great, but they've recovered.
Yeah, I feel like the Huskar just hasn't taken over the game as much as I thought he would have tried.
I expected that Huskar.
I'm sure he's farming well, but they haven't really been making any plays or putting the pressure.
Like, this magical Huskar, yeah, he's been jungling exactly. Like, why? That's my issue. You already have the Morphling doing that thing. Why are you farming in the same? Like, last few times the camera showed Huskar, he was in that triangle around his shrine, just farming there. Like, that's the safest play for anyone to farm. Why are you farming that with Huskar? Why aren't you running them down? Like, you have armored BKB. Interesting options definitely for Navi, the way they decided to play this game, which is going to make it much harder for them. Now you're playing versus a pretty farmed up Lone Druid as well, as that Radiance.
From Lone Druid, from Luna. Luna is closer to her Manta.
With the mages, Luna. I mean, Morphling is still stronger late game, I believe.
Sure, but he's still a Morph. And these fights, if Navi can't turn around, can't actually start winning them,
Huskar is going to fall off, definitely. That's the hero that falls off the hardest on the start side of Navi. The rest of them, they kind of do fine. What is he building into? An MKB? You know, right? I mean, they're there's radiance on the bear, I suppose, but besides that, I guess eventually there's gonna be a butterfly on the goal line.
Seneko. Good call, was trying to go push that bottom lane.
Yeah, enough.
But look at the amount of people there. That's all 5. Well, 4. That's 4 people there for him.
For the Shadow Demon?
For a Shadow
definitely
Demon.
worth for the Shadow Demon, obviously.
Yeah.
He dies, but
But at the same time, it feels like space created for what? For Huskar to pop the jungle.
more I think is supposed to carry them. Huskar didn't really create as much space as I hoped he would, but he's doing fine. I'd rather see him build. Does he have a halberd? No, I'd rather see him with the halberd or I don't know, tank up even further than to go for MKB. But MKB is alright too, I suppose.
23-minute Midas for the Omni Knight.
Yeah, I think it's the way the game's going, it's fine.
Yeah.
The way the game is going, he can allow himself to do that. Still though, I think you've if you're Pango, I think you've reached a moment in which you can fight. Oh, did they get? Is that Mask of Madness?
Yeah, he's got Mask of Madness on the back, yeah.
Oh, that's actually a very old school build. There was like you can go Maelstrom, AC, or Mask of Madness. It's very interesting that he opted for Mask of Madness, not something I've seen many times in the recent past.
So they're trying to get the fight going. Rogers has just disappeared, so the Pango are fighting with it. Blizzy jumps in, moves on one to them, and he's entangled. He eclipses out, and Blizzy's gone. Na'Vi just struggling to take any sort of fight. They've got to run away. They've been split up. It's Na'Vi chasing Seneko. Seneko's going to be held down by the Bramble Maze, and the Pango, they're going to be able to take down Blizzy and Seneko.
Ooh, these illusions might take down Zyas, though. They do, indeed.
They're still fighting. The Guardian Angel comes out. The BKBs are popped by Na'Vi. Crystallizing Magic will try to jump forward to Blizzy. He actually buys back to get him with the blink and does get a big move stomp. A well-needed by that. Blizzy will get some kills back in the way of Na'Vi.
Stand by to the sidelines to the Tiny as well. And now Luna by herself. I think she'll be able to just TP out.
Will she?
Yeah, she will.
Alright. Morphling didn't manage to break that.
Gotta be careful.
I mean, overall, Lone Druid should have went back. He saw Luna mid, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as that buyback came out from Blizzy at the time, he had a great opportunity to get back in there, and he did. You know, him buying back allowed Na'Vi to get those kills back their way.
Yeah, Seneko's movements lured both the Luna and the Willow away from the fight.
And the Willow died.
And he even got the kill on the Willow with those Luna illusions.
Those illusions are really strong when taken away.
And it looks like the Huskar heard your advice, Blizzard. Magical's not going for the MKB anymore. He's just getting the halberd.
Yeah,
and he's got it.
I really can't see a reason for a Huskar to buy an MKB this early on. Basically, you just need to tank up. You need to survive the Shadow Searing.
Yeah, because you do enough damage as it is, right? Once your health slow and arrows are flying out.
I mean, eventually, MKB might be good versus the Luna. Obviously, if he goes for the butterfly, which he most likely will. There we go.
Yeah,
so
eventually
it's
pretty
gonna
quick.
be good, yeah. But in that exact moment, didn't feel great. I don't know. I honestly feel like Na'Vi, this smoke is good. They can get the kill here, and they are wrapping around. Luna is actually very close.
With the setup, they'll find the Lone Druid, and that's a great way to start the fight. He has got the Heavenly Grace on him. Farm goes to Isabel to keep him fine and safe. I don't know about that. He'll pop the BKB. The players there, but the BKB's out for Crystallize. Standing his ground, punching on Magical still alive. Finally gets pecked out. They're diving deep now, being there getting punished for it. They've lost two. Crystallize is trying to fight up against the Pango. Waiting for him across the side. Crystallize turns into the Savant, gets the stun off. Will hold them back. It's a 2 for 1.
It's 2 for 1, but Lone Druid bought back, so...
Yeah, 2 for 2 then, I guess, yeah. So Na'Vi will be okay with that.
That was scary, though. That almost was way more than...
He's back in. Slayer, can he get away? He's been stunned. Ghostie's going to be there with the save. Now they'll turn back, trying to now find that Tiny. They have to bear upon him. On the side, they do end up losing the Charity and the Tiny. Both supports get picked off for Na'Vi. So
I don't know why they go back out.
They stuck around. Q got baited. He saw a chance to go back in as the Tiny, but it was on a Sven, and the Sven had an Omni Knight standing beside him. So the saves were going to be there.
Never going to die there.
They should have backed up. I thought it was pretty lucky that they got out with the trade, with an even trade already.
Yeah, Crystallize actually killed his Shadow Demon there. He ran back with the Cursed Crown towards the Shadow Demon, and Dark Willow was close enough to capitalize on that with her ult. Overall, though, I mean, yeah, you lost the Huskar. Yeah, only Morphlings survived in that fight, but if you're Na'Vi, you're not too sad about how that went, considering Luna died and the lone Druid bought back. It's not perfect, obviously, but I think it's all on this Morphling from now on. He needs to get that MKB as soon as possible.
I think the scary thing about this game for Na'Vi is that, sure, fights can go either way. It seems pretty even, and that's, in a way, a good thing. But if there is a fight won by Pango on a little bit on the side of the map of Na'Vi, they can push so fast. It is so terrifying.
Lone Druid and Luna, possibly the two, besides Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Maybe Meepo here and there.
Sure, but they're up
pushes.
there.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the strongest pushes in the game.
That's going to be scary. Smoke time for the Pango.
And this is a better smoke timing. Rush should be up very soon, right? Any time now, 30 seconds. If you manage to get the pick off with this smoke, you can instantly turn it into a rush kill. That Beard, I know it didn't.
No, he got healed.
Yeah, and Shadow Demon wasted all his mana trying to get that kill. Now Morphling might be found.
Away from us.
That's a good dodge.
Yeah.
Also a good smoke reveal.
Should alert the rest as well to get out.
Dire's
And now they know
bottom tower is under
exactly where
attack.
Pango is, because they broke the smoke, right? So everyone is around that one.
They should also be wary that their Roshan's up
Yeah, they
to
shouldn't move like this far away.
Yeah.
They don't really have the best Roshan fight lineup. They can take it, but they can't really fight around Roshan as well as Pango can. Not with the Willow. Willow just triumphs everything there.
Really strong, but I don't think you can afford to just give it away as they're doing it.
Yeah.
Looks like they are giving it away. They're worried about bounties more than about Rosh. And because of that, they're gonna lose it.
Oh, Central Illusion coming in, they know. Willow was ready too, but realized there wasn't anybody there.
Now this is the second Rosh you're giving away as a Huskar team, that is. It just shouldn't be happening.
Means that there's a cheese out there too.
Yep. Aegis is on Luna, I believe the cheese is as well. At least it was. No, she gave it away. Scored it.
The bear.
Alright.
Actually, the owner of the bear, sorry.
The lone druid.
We're going to try and take a fight there now. Jumping forward, they're there for seconds, so it's going to send the three of them back, and they have the Eclipse as well. Crystallize going to beat down and put them out to start to remove the Cursed Crown. Guardian Angel's there as well, allowing them to push on forward the Pango. They've found Seneko. Can they get anything else? They look towards Choo Choo, does get the blink off before the Storm Hammer hits. Blizzy, though, he's in a bit of trouble. He's got the stomp. He's trying to get himself away from that radius so he can get the blink back up, and he will be able to do so.
Sir! Blink! Sir!
What?
Why did he not?
Why did
I think he waited for a better opportunity to blink somewhere safe.
I guess, he could have blinked.
Yeah, he could have definitely
He
blinked.
could have been on like a whole 3 seconds.
He had
to
at
blink.
least 2 seconds.
He didn't have a port though as
I
well.
guess not. I guess he was dead anyway. But
No, but you waste more time if you blink.
Definitely. You waste more time, and
Dire's bottom tower is under
it's worth
attack.
it in the end. Like, maybe you even survive. You have a force coming off cooldown. But I understand what he was doing there. He was trying to get to a place in which if he blinks, he's safe.
sure, like where if he blinks, he's not going to be seen where he's blinked to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he got caught by that radius burn and didn't blink at all. So a bit too greedy.
There goes the push with that Luna and Grand Druid into the base they go. Blizzy's still down for 10 seconds. Luna's starting to hit into the tier 3 towers. And Na'Vi, can they hold this up? Warcry caught by Slayer. He tries to fall with the God Strength. Magic was going to jump forward, trying to get himself on top of the Sven. BKB's there as well. So no fear can push him back. Magical will be able to find Sven. Now BKB from Naive. That's back at the high ground. Still feeling strong with the Aegis in his hands. There's no way this thing can get anything more. Chew. Trying to get the catch onto Zayas. But the Pango playing it safe, and as soon as they lose one, they'll just back off and make sure they don't feed anything away on top of that.
They took a long time to take out a support Sven. And Sven is the lowest of the net worth, but that Huskar put everything he had into killing him.
Navi's using a Stampeder. They want to chase. They have to somehow try and find something else.
They won't. Everybody's out. How are they going to try to catch someone?
Let me snake away at the Zayas. We see Zayas is gone. Yeah, the Pango play it perfectly and just immediately retreat. And Navi they can't catch anything. It just feels weird to see because they have this Huskar lineup that doesn't feel like a Huskar lineup. Like, I'm sure this Huskar, he's decently fun, but he's falling way behind the cores lately. Obviously, this Luna. Magical's Huskar's just not done anything this game.
Pretty well said. Well put. Maybe they know something we do not. Maybe that Huskar is gonna go up.
Some sort of late game Huskar that's gonna pop off, but she's got that.
Weirder things, but honestly, I doubt it. I can't see that happening. It's all this morphing.
Is under attack.
We keep saying that, but this fight just now on the bottom lane, we didn't really see the morphling.
Oh, nice fortification there from.
He's not there yet with his.
He was definitely not there yet. What more does he need though? Like, he is pretty farmed. The scouting? Is he good there?
Oh, and Zayas is found Blizzy. Blizzy does still have a TP. He's going to actually try and use it straight away, but the stun comes in immediately after from Slayer. So Blizzy cannot get himself away from this one.
Another kill.
No buyback on him either. As Navi just a bit also all over the place this game as the Pango. They've got the power now. This Luna's absolutely huge. The lone drop, it's a lot of siege and push potential. They do lose the bear though.
There's another resummon.
Bear's going to get taken out. Easy 300 gold for Navi.
You get the bear, they force them back, but yeah, you took the Raxes, you don't really care. That's optimal for you actually, especially if you didn't lose anyone. Just the bear.
Just a bear and almost more than half a tower.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, they are definitely not in control on the side of Navi. But what needs to happen for them to do well?
Well, they're just going to get out with a smoke and somehow try and start a fight themselves rather than waiting on the high ground. Like, it's very hard for them to fight into their 5-man push that's in their face.
But then they have to have pick-offs because there's no way they're going to win a team fight.
They have ways of picking off. You have a lot of burst, a lot of control before the BKB pops up. You have the Centaur Stampede into stun, into Tiny Toss stun. You have the Morphling there, even if BKB comes out. You have the Shadow Demon, you just have to find the right target. Even this Luna with the Satanic can definitely die. Chooses that Satanic, you can purge it off. There's many things you can do, but you have to play it as a team. You have to do something together. So far they haven't been doing that. I can't blame them. They weren't there with their items. They didn't hit their peaks. I mean, they did hit, but honestly, I'm still weirded out by the way they played that Huskar. Since then, everything is just weird to me. That Huskar was in the jungle when he was supposed to be the boss of this map. He should have ran across the map and just dominated everyone. Instead, he was in that triangle there farming. Well, the rest of them were doing nothing. They gave away 2 Roshans. It's not our Huskar lineup.
The hunting squad is coming for this Morphling.
Wait for Mr. B there. Xarx is going to try and chase this down, force out the BKB from Crystallize. Of course, nothing to go through that BKB, so it will be a second back to base for him. But again, as the Pango forces Navi into this position where Navi are going to have to try and fight in their base, which they've been struggling to do so.
We're struggling bottom lane. Or in the base sheet. Yeah, she is.
I found him. Now Magical does have the MK. So naive. He's going to walk straight up to the high ground area. Actually forced to pop the BKB and walk away for now. Magical's in, see if he can get a jump forward on 21, but with the movement speed, they're out of there.
Almost. 1 hit. They're still looking now, seeing if they can find someone.
It's good that they defended the tower even though it's on 1 hit. You're not going to take the shrines instantly.
Yeah.
Leaves that open. There's a way that you take down that Luna.
Yeah.
So I think it would be really, really good for Navi to take that rush if possible. The next one.
How until it's up? Still
A little while away.
Yeah.
Well, in about
maybe we're split in 40 seconds.
Well, in 40 seconds, we don't know how much.
Or 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yes.
So that's
Anywhere between now and.
But I mean, as you say, yeah, if Navi don't get that roast, then it's going to be very hard for them.
maybe Morphling becomes a huge boss that cannot be killed. Like how is he doing? Has that MKB almost?
But Luna also is a real boss
Luna,
that cannot be killed. So
The thing
what
is-
happens when
Luna-
you have movable
This is the thing. Luna
Means-
Luna is stronger when it comes to these team fights in which she's hitting your allies, but one-on-one, if Morphling gets to Luna, he destroys her.
Obviously, Magical trying to kick things off as they jump forward. Zayas is kind them up and out. Jump forward from Grizzly 5. Almost stop. Zayas is gone.
No chance.
See if Navi can catch any more. They're trying to chase. It's hard to do so with the war cry though. The Pango's got decent movements, but not good enough. It's fusing in with the toss back onto the lone trip. The fan sailor. Back in the clutches of Magical. GA's going to be popped. It's going to get straight away. A sailor will fall. Crystallize into the BKB ready to jump forward for more Magical. He's on top of Naive. The Pango. They're getting broken up. Naive will put the BKB in the Satanic, trying to turn things around. He'll find Chu. Crystallize those picks up the double kill. There's only 2 left alive on the Pango. And with the BKB wearing off as well as their Satanic, the Luna's in trouble. Surrounded by Magical. Crystallize. Naive will fall. Crystallize gets the triple kill, and finally Navi are able to turn up with the team fight and get sort of that the chase going. As we said, most of the time it's pretty much been Navi trying to hold fights till the Pango's brought to that time. You can see Navi were relentless for the way that they just chased down the Pango, and any sort of time where it was evident that the Pango didn't want to fight, Navi had to make that fight happen, and they did.
The chase was really good. The pass on the lone druid back was a moment of brilliance by timing. At the same time, Sailor, I don't know if he's a bit slow on his fingers or what, but he had cheese that he didn't use. If his team is committing to a fight, if Luna pop that BKB ruled Satanic, I think if you're a lone druid, you use that cheese there. You stand and fight. Even though you had a bazillion burning spears on yourself, you still fight. It's
Navi is hoping that the Pango comes out of their base to make a mistake, basically, but I don't think they're going to do that. Probably the best thing they can do is get some illusions, send them up, and then leave.
I'll wait for the rush timer.
Yeah.
right. It can be up.
Illusions, and then he makes illusions of his own illusions. I'm loving it. That means they also, like that, can have 4 Lunas.
Yeah, at least it's not Lunas. At least it's not Lunas, you think, so that's kind of good for them.
That all started with 1 kill on the Dark Willow. The moment that one person is caught out of position, and she is such an instrumental hero to the composition of the Pango, everything can change. That was a big fight for them. They should also get Roche 7 seconds. Although
the Pango are heading over. They could definitely try and fight right
Against DD,
straight in onto the high ground. I guess the start onto the bear. Navi.
Right. Now you have with the double damage.
The bear's going to try and go for the second, but a defensive disruption comes out, buying time for Blizzard. The fear comes out for 2 of them, but still Navi not too phased by this. So able to hold their ground around a bit. Naive pops the BKB. Demonic Purge is down upon him, but he has got the backup of his friends, and he's able to get away from Navi.
Oh, look at those illusions on the cliff.
scary.
The gatekeepers.
Yeah, and he gets another one right before the
He actually
illusion.
turned into the Shadow Demon, but the illusions died, so
So it looked like that looked like the real Luna. Oof. That is some ammo. It's got to be careful. Sven is also ready to jump
And
in.
he's going to go in now. It's half else Roshan, but he wants to try and fight this match. Crystal have more than enough damage to turn with Crystal and I think he's to kill him. There's no Sven floating it. Magical jumping outside of the pit. They've managed to find themselves on top of another big target. As disruption comes out, Naive's in trouble as he's surrounded. BKB wears off as well as the GA. I say that, Naive is trying to hold his ground. It's he can't because Blizzard's in on top of him with the double edge. Burst down with a Magical still alive as he's being saved by the Glimmer Capes. He's able to get himself out of the action. Goes 6 up to the high ground. Will TP back to base. But the Pango they've lost 2. Zayas doing his best to kite them out with the rules of the blink. Will get himself away. The Rundred tries to TP out with an adaptive strike. Comes into play from Crystallize, cancelling the TP. And Navi kill 3 around the pit.
No buybacks. And nobody died on Navi. No victims there. So they can take that Aegis and probably see what happens if they just push down in. Because a Dark Willow and...
did he steal anything?
Did he get anything?
No.
It was already all picked up.
So he's just gonna.
I mean, he tried. He tried, you know.
It is a witty attempt. Maybe,
Is it though?
It is if you if you manage to waste
If you
their
were
time.
successful,
Yeah, if
for
you're
sure.
successful, you manage to waste their time. Then they won't push, I suppose. So there's that. But the same can be said. You could have just stayed in the base and used the.
Maybe we're just seeing, Na'Vi take a different approach with this Huskar strat. They really didn't try and sort of force in some of the classic Huskar type of game. They wanted to go for the later and let the push of the game.
I've seen a couple of Huskar games in which teams would play like this.
Yeah.
And with this success, but in this game, it just felt like they couldn't play the normal Huskar game and they couldn't win that mid-game.
I guess they just felt this was safer now. It's like this is what they were more comfortable with. I mean, it's working.
It's a elimination match as well, you know. You don't have to take them down to the
ancient. Pango can do to put a stop to this? I don't think so. The ancients.
20 seconds without Luna, but Luna is here.
They just be careful. Deep is caught. Na'Vi do it here. This game making them out a Huskar game, but with a difference.
A very peculiar approach to the Huskar draft, in which Huskar is the one that farms a lot in the safe spots.
AFK farming Huskar.
AFK farming, giving away all Roshans, not really perfect, but I believe it's also Morphling, like Crystallized. Just,
He had a solid game.
yeah, he was godlike on that Morphling, and he.
Especially where
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
the split push of Povaga is not gonna come into play for a little while yet. But they do not necessarily have full control of this game.
Well, we're going to try and claim
Shadow
control.
Blade.
Cheshire Cat here. G sees everything. Sans is going to come out, we'll go for the TP away, and we'll be successful. G just a little bit too greedy holding on to that Dragon Tail. More runes being secured. Looks like free will go the way of all but gold. Illidan just about ready to pick up that mana style, actually. In which case, he suddenly no longer is scared.
Yeah. No, the Orchid by Cheshire Cat then does nothing, and good read by him, shifting the item.
Yeah, I'm now going towards the Ags next on the Nature's Prophet, by the way. I feel like I would have liked to have seen him go for more of a Aura type build, right? You got the Vlads, go into something like the Crimson Guard next. Wouldn't be a bad shout. Maybe even something like a Pipe.
Oh, and they know where Palantimos is. Yeah, he fortunately kind of sniffs it out and acts, because that's a loaded Nyx Assassin there.
With a Blink Dagger as well, he can initiate from afar. And who's going to show? No, that's not the move. The double stun comes out. There it is, the best bomb gets one. Can they get two? It looks like they might be able to. Rubik can use the lift in a moment, but the mana comes out. The chase down will pursue. This is a double kill for the Mud Kill. And just in time for a push on the mid lane, by the way, as Elder Dragon form is available.
Yeah, that's exactly how you drop the play. You get the two supports, force the Rubik buyback.
Radiant's middle tower is under
There's no
attack.
buyback for the Undying, though. He's up in 10 seconds. What are you going to lose in the meantime? Another tower at least. Tiebreaker hurts him a decent amount, but Shadow Wave offsets the damage. That is a desperate bow if I've ever seen one. That's a please get the hell out of my base bow. The response from Illidan is no.
You are seeing why Lifesteal club win rate is up almost 10%. 7.21 comes out. He's 55% win rate now across all pubs.
That's pretty spooky. I'm not live stealer spammer, so... Uh-oh. Speaking of live stealer, Velio's waiting here. There's the best ball coming out. Looking onto the Goon guy, healing up, but not for long. BKB activate, needs to run away. Or does he? He wants to go for Velio here. He's going to have the X, can drag him back. Trying to cut out Ilden in the meantime, but he's finally arriving. Reinforcements are here. There's a backing the wall, goes down. Well, Planos moving. Manaboy doesn't do enough. They're BBT. Going to surge and just kite them out. And all the while, Ilden just stands his ground. Rage has been put down.
Oh, there's your
stolen.
wall.
Pretty and green.
Done doing it.
And nice sprout, but guess what? You can just walk away. Lifestealer. This is the problem. You find one kill, but then what do you do about Illidan? Well, I'll tell you what's going to do about you. He's going to run you down. J4 falls.
I'm dying. You're a source.
What you do is you run. You run and you hide. Right? You just nail down everything that's important. Camo yourself. I don't know. Paint yourself green. You said you like green heroes. They should all paint themselves green and hide in the trees. Because Illidan is coming.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Jimmy strat doesn't work, man.
I don't know.
Stay in the trees.
You got the sprouts. It can work. You got vision. Then you can place down your branches. 400 cast range on them now. I swear there's a mini game there somewhere. Some kind of maze-based branch game.
Yeah, but it's interesting, right? That I go back to this old gold. They still do have to feel a fair amount of pressure. They're gonna get this road, but I think they need one more racks to feel really confident here, because this split push is gonna get so annoying.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat does have the money for the axe. He picks it up. Meanwhile, in the land of Palanthamos. Oh, he has got his Manta. He's got his Battle Fury. Heading towards the Basher next. He knows he needs to lock down his lifesteal. There's only so long you can avoid fighting him. Question is, how much more time can you buy? Would that axe pick up on the Nature's Prophet?
Yeah, that's the thing.
In a decent amount.
Ags, Nature's Prophet has Ags. AM now has his Manta complete, and he's going toward that Basher. And all of a sudden, this, like, Pre-Equilibrium is gonna start, I think, becoming an issue. You know, you have the tools to deal with it.
Sure, but the lineup here again. So you think about what these heroes can do, right? You got the Prophet who's going to split push. You've got Kunkka who, if you go super late game, it's tough. Could go boosted travel plus Daedalus and play creep waves as well. Plus an AM. Like, everyone can just split push and do it relatively safely.
Exactly. And other than that, Nyx Assassin running around in Invis. You're not. Oh, well, I
so
say
close.
that. And
he was looking for it, but he didn't want to gamble.
Cuts it close.
Got that push going and kept that pushed in.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, nice snipe on the courier.
Wow, they actually caught it out. We'll get Pango.
This is just going to start. It's not just about split pushing. This is going to start happening more and more if we let this game drag on, right? Because the Radiant have just such a huge mobility advantage around the map.
And they're using it to just kite out the lifesteal Aegis. Like, they don't want to go anywhere near him. You can see it already. They're going to try for a bomb opportunity, but they still got to wait 12 seconds before they have Vendetta. Maybe they can sandwich Cheshire Cat. He doesn't have a TP for 8 seconds. G? No, wrong way.
Wrong.
There's a lot of trees missing here, buddy. There it is. He sees him. He's going to stun him up. Now you can try and teleport away, though. Yep, see ya. Oh no, gets it range. Just in time, Belial. That was max range impale there, and he was just about to complete the TP. So they cut it a little bit close.
Satisfying.
And
that arrests his progress, Cheshire Cat's progress for that BKB, which was the kind of the last thing that he needed to feel safe split pushing like that.
That makes you wonder. Yeah, we are going to see it. Illidan already got the Basher. We'll be heading towards the Abyssal next. Oh, Belial. They're ready to gank more. Maybe they find Pikachu. He tried for the TP away, but the boat comes out. Don't know where he is. Belial stunned, run, some spot. Made it a little bit open. Vacuum dragged him out of the trees. And Kunkka will be falling.
Sucked out with the tide.
Really can't say enough how important those last 2 kills were. I know a lot of people are going to look at that 8K net worth lead for Old Black Gold and say, you know, that I'm exaggerating things, but I think you really badly needed to pick off on the 2 cores there to keep that split push potential offline for a few more minutes.
Like, if this goes go insanely late, there is an advantage for Pango in that. Like, the Kunkka, we haven't really seen the new Tidebringer talent come into effect. Now, people are already saying it's insane. We have seen something similar in the past. It's not as big as it used to be. Yes, it's a higher percentage, but the difference this time around is the armor is calculated on Tidebringer.
I like this, and again, they're going to capitalize on the 2 core kills. They're going to force the issue inside the Radiant base, and if they can get a second lane of Rax, that's when that split push potential becomes much, much less scary.
Definitely when it becomes kosher. Anti-mage, he's going to find Van score here. Bashes him up, and he cannot TP out. Yeah, the problem is you're losing your melee Rax.
Trade, you have to contest, come on.
Prophet. He's trying to push in the meantime, not really doing enough here. Illidan will just TP back to force him out of the base now. They're pursuing, they're looking for something. Plandemos almost found a Dark Troll Summoner. Almost. Meanwhile, Cheshire Cat.
Oh, Cheshire Cat
found him.
He got bash twice.
He can't escape this. The fact who drags him back to ensure his death as BZD secures the kill.
He didn't have Abyssal, does he? Oh no, he got 2 back.
No, he just got double back. Anti-mage, they're gone, and the Dragon Tail comes out. A lot of damage done. Can they room? Yes, they can. He's a chance, but try and move away. He's that mana. He's that mana. He can't get away. They don't actually want to pursue, though.
They don't know it.
Are scanning.
They realize way too late. They did not expect the mana burn to do that much work.
The scan hit on the backside, and they saw Rubik engaging, and were very, very afraid of chasing that AN.
They did freak a little bit. Illidan. He couldn't find Kunkka in the end, so Pikachu with Shadow Blade up. Pretty far forward. His team needs to connect with him. He has still got the Aegis for a little bit while longer. There it is, reclaimed.
Yeah, and he turns right around.
He's like, oh, nope. There's a smoke movement coming out from Old for gold as well. They're trying to see if they can actually find some value on this, right? Because as soon as that Aegis expires, the first thought in Pavaga's mind is, can we now kill him? Smoke coming out of the belly. Oh, Spike Carapace returns to though. Pikachu, he's got the Shadow Blade. No mana. He's out of mana. He's gonna fall. And these mana burns, they finally start to realize how much work it's doing now.
Moving into the base. Buy back. I think you have to buy back.
But he has no boat.
Down. Oh boy.
Yeah, he used that boat on the creep wave. Like, that was the thing. It was always just for a creep wave. He did not know about the Nyx. And he may just try and split push in the meantime. But Relior waiting here. Like, Carapace didn't land, but the wall goes down. A lot of damage done. Anime cleaning his own mana. No, he's got his way out. They find him, just the 2 of them. Meanwhile, on the base, your buildings are falling. And Prophet, you can split push all you want, but this is not going to force them away.
Where's the Kunkka buyback?
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
He didn't have his boat, and now it's too late. GG comes out.
Yeah, I think at this point. Oh boy.
Wow, that's a little bit tilt-worthy as well.
Yeah. That's got to be deflating. Because I think I really do think Pavaga felt pretty good about their ability to control that game. And you get a couple soft kickoffs, and it just lets Overgold end. I think obviously they played the better game. They had a great plan for the late phase. They leveraged Illidan's farm so well as he was able to go that super greedy early Radiance build. But Pavaga was getting online, and I question whether or not
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Tegna!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Did I do that? You're only making it worse. only making it worse. No. First blood in flames.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
You'll see no gold.
Here we go. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Is under attack.
Perfect.
Doubly damned.
Dire are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified.
I find you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What have we here?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Denied. My reach exceeds my grasp.
Flames clear them.
Denied.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not while I'm around. The flames rush forth, be ensnared in fire. Set in stone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under
The
attack.
rune of illusion.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nature welcomes me home. Pay attention when I kill you.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Non-rebel death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You have been denied.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll never refuse gold given.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Behold my searing jade. Dark light. Cross.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Fall before us. There will be another time to fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
None may stop me. It's time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You die too easy. Safe word. Dazzle!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take heed!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
I'll take that. Bounty. Fortunes change.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bathed in searing heat. Comforting rune of regeneration. Your place is here.
Radiant are scanning.
Shadow wave.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dazzle. Haste. Bounty.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Captured in the flame. Ensnared in fire.
Your shaman has fallen to the radiant.
Double kill. Death. What's that? Safe word. Your death approaches.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
This isn't over. You're safe. Fall before us. I didn't have a chance.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant victory.
he's going for that Midas, so as long as they're not being crushed, I guess eventually they're going to be unbeatable.
Oh, there's still going to be a Terrorblade at some point as Blizzy gets out. Oh, it's a trade though.
Yeah, but it is versus a sniper, so sniper does fairly well.
The puck can jump on the sniper. What the heck? And Jackal into the Omni Slash, and it's dead puck. Applause all around.
So far, according to Network at least, Radiant is
Now they are going to get this Midas at good time. Now magical.
good timing Midas. You're going to have Rasta with a higher level than the supports of Pango.
Dire's
You're going to have Jug. You'll be at there because the wards are there, so you're going to be able to pressure these tier 1s a bit earlier in a bit simpler way. On the side of Pango, if you want to pressure towers, you actually need to commit the Terrorblade. You don't really want to do that because it's easier for TB to farm instead of waste this time on these puny towers. Completely irrelevant, right?
Giants is going to be saved for now by the Dream Cop. They've got the Sinister Gaze and the Assassinate to seal the deal, and the Pango will be unable to defend this tier 1 tower as it seems.
Maybe they didn't have.
Dire's
No.
bottom tower.
Don't
He
know.
tried though.
Yeah, Chu got the tower in the end with the wards.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Is that... yeah, it's early actually, Battle Fury on Jug. I mean, he didn't get it yet, but he's going for it. Not even a Yasha first. So they're going all in late game.
Yeah, with the Battlefield.
Midas, Sniper, Battle Fury, Jug. They're expecting to go
I mean,
super
is
late.
the Doom building Midas as well?
I suppose he is.
If you know, you might
Maybe
be
he
tempted
went
to.
lads into Midas or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, if you are Pango and you notice these items and you don't react to it,
Yeah, he's got.
is he? Or is that for...
Oh, is it for someone else? The gloves? I don't know.
It could be for Midas. I suspect it is for Midas. There it
Yeah,
is.
oh, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
So 2 Midas and a
that-
Battle Fury.
Like,
Now
if
he's
you're-
settling in.
Yeah, if you're Pango and you don't punish this, like, it's over.
I mean, yeah, he said
Doesn't matter.
he's trying to build a Midas himself.
It doesn't matter if you have, like, who's trying to build a Midas?
The Viper.
Oh, the
Dire's
Viper.
top
Alright,
tower
so
is under attack.
it's definitely good on
Radiant's
him as
middle
well.
tower is under attack.
Doesn't really farm fast, so Midas might
Radiant
although ledge with no
structures
HP. Well, he did use that armor to slow the push down, which is real good.
I mean, yeah, this is the one that, the Pango can punish this. Look at the TB. As long as every time they met us up, they're pushing in lanes, he's getting SMY, standard stuff. There's going to be this portion of the game where they have this ability to take objectives, and Na'Vi will be a little weaker, but at the moment, it's looking like Na'Vi should be able to pull off the greed that they've gone for.
Yeah, I mean, they are 10 to 4. They have the laning stage. It's only the TB that's ahead of them, and every other core is ahead of everyone else on the side of Pango, so they're doing quite fine. You have liquid fire on this guy, so maybe you should be taking more objectives, more towers.
But it's only level 1.
Yeah, that's true.
And these wards are definitely doing some work on the towers as well.
Yep. We've seen them use bottom, now on top as well.
That was our lag a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So maybe just server lag.
Server lagging.
Gives us a little bit of a time. Actually, is this going to be a fight? Terrorblade teleporting in?
Yeah, it should be. The puck is porting too. I think they're expecting puck.
They don't have vision on Blizzy there, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to doom that puck, but if he sees them, if he does have vision on him porting, then he can pre-doom where he is porting from. As he ports in, instantly turns the puck, gets doomed.
Yep. It does give us a little bit of time to update. I can give you guys somewhat of an update at least. This is round 2 of the loser bracket of the playoffs for the CAS qualifiers for the major, and on the other side of the playoff bracket, aka whoever wins that one will go up against the winner of this one. It's Pavaga versus Old But Gold, and Old But Gold is 1 game up. And if you're wondering, like, Old But Gold, what? Never heard of those guys.
Stack, right?
It is the stack with G, Illidan, BCC, Vanscore, and Valoris.
Cinderin?
No, Cinderin. Cinderin is Kaban, you.
It's in
schmuck.
Europe.
I keep on telling you.
Schmuck.
When does Cinderin play?
Cinderin.
Whoa! Somebody tripped on the internet cable.
Cinderin plays in 2 days.
Wow. Cinderin?
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, the rest of, this is the last series, and the other one as well, last series for today. The rest, there's 3 series left in the playoff bracket, and they're all happening tomorrow.
What's going on? This ain't good. It's not good when you see a whole team DC at the same time. But you can imagine it probably means, I mean, they were having a bit of lag issues, so maybe, you know, they're obviously all on the same boot camp.
They're just rebooting it.
They're just rebooting the net.
Yeah.
You'd imagine. But they didn't say so. In chat, like, you think if you were going to plan to reboot, you would say, 1 sec, we're rebooting.
We don't know who Weapons has muted in this game.
Oh, yeah, has Weapons got people muted?
Yeah, actually. Maybe it's the weapons, the one. That's why weapons is the toxic one in the pubs.
Oh, no.
Nobody knew.
All right. Well, they could also have said something in the Discord channel that I'm sure they have.
Oh, yeah, they might have said something there saying they're going to reconnect. Uh-oh. Are you going to... I thought you were checking.
What was I checking? No, how would I check? I'm not in their Discord.
They're reconnecting.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, we are in the same thing, but there's different groups for everybody.
Oh, okay.
And we are only in the one that says talent.
I see.
Who just have update from the talent group, you guys. Breakfast is served tomorrow morning.
What, here?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, I asked for it.
Hey, they're reconnecting. So
Yeah,
this is all good.
Transfer.
We're back on. The game's going to be back on. They've got the net reset, so should be fine now, hopefully. After the internet connection is going to be all good and hold up to the rest of this game.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I mean, they're all back in, but no one's called for the G.
Enjoyed with friends. That's definitely true. If you're feeling sick of some solo MMR games or party ranked or whatever, just go with your friends, play some unranked, do a offlane, random, buy Orb of Venom and just hit people. It's fun. But don't ruin games though. That's bad.
Oh, they didn't say anything apparently. But they're back.
They are back, but they're...
Then they say go. Hey.
There we go.
There we go.
Who needs to have communication anyway? And
TP gets cancelled.
the TP gets cancelled. That is... Well, there's a...
Oh no.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
They just reconsidered it.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Twitch chat. Oh no. You know what that means. Listen, you can translate, right?
They say it lags for them as well.
Ah.
Lagging too.
Beautiful. Thank you for the translation.
No problem. That's why I'm here. I'm going to be a Russian translator, basically.
Yeah, it was good.
Honestly, I offered to Maincast and those guys to be their analyst on Russian. That would be fun.
I mean, how good you Russian? It's
I would be able to flame on Russian.
Yeah,
that's all they do.
I like those.
Have you ever?
I think I've actually started learning it a bit, you know, and I know all the swears.
What does that say?
What does
he say?
Vas. Like, are you losing packets as well?
Wow, dude, honestly, we need like an English-Russian sort of
we need a
connection.
What does he say now?
What does he say now?
He says it's just freezing. The screen is freezing.
Oh. Has he turned the heating on?
I don't know. He should. He should try that. It's Russia after all.
Yeah, you gotta keep it warm over there.
See, if you weren't here, I would have just thought that they would be flaming each other so hard.
Well, of course not. They're professionals.
What's happening? You see, he
doesn't know the Russian.
I do.
You do. You understand. What's that? Is that
Hire me.
Okay, go.
Lagging.
We're going to try the simple translation.
Yeah. They also, obviously, this lag also gave them some time to, we see the lag as well.
Oh, yeah.
That is very
freezing,
bad.
Yeah.
Well, that was lagging first. Someone should tell us it's lagging first as well.
Yeah.
Drop and protect. What does that say?
The frame drops, man. Drop by it. It's like drop.
What does prosto
is like simply.
Simply.
But that is not on them.
What does that say? What does that say?
Plus.
Yeah, right now the freezes are really hard for us, for you as well. So.
I think for everyone.
It's like
they say plus. That is in agreement. Yeah. So maybe there are some servers that are pooping themselves right now.
So basically, I've been brought here as a translator.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like your translation, like you gotta get that out there, people. Like, you gotta listen. He can translate.
I can be your Russian guy.
You can do everything.
I'm not being perfect.
No, but
I'm learning it.
Yeah.
I'm on Russian Tinder, you know, talking to girls. That's the best practice.
I was going to say, that's impressive as well, and that's a big selling point for you.
Because you're actually trying hard, you know.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're learning Swedish now too? Actually, you already did. You said laget. Laget.
Laget. Beautiful.
Puck is missing.
I mean, what, like in any of the teams you've been in, Lizard, has English always been like the main language?
No.
You've
When
been
I was with Roger and Arzik, they would talk Russian all the time.
So you'd have to use Russian now.
I mean,
So your Russian used to be better.
no, it used to be worse. I'm learning it. Like when I was with them, I could barely understand them. I could, like, there was this one phrase that I could ask. That's like, "How's the weather?" That's it. Whatever they would start flaming each other, and I would just diffuse it with that. But now I can actually talk a bit. It's still freezing though.
Dire's top
freezing.
tower
Yeah,
has
it's not
fallen.
really great. Oh, there we go.
It's smoothed out.
Okay.
I just need to warm up.
all right.
And that's all.
Oh, yeah.
The Doom is still hunting that puck. All right.
Oh, it's
that is actually Puck is one of the heroes that is.
I'm checking the Reddit. Alright,
Yeah.
there's someone complaining on the Reddit. Is this, is this a Dota-wide thing?
Please, chat, help us.
Chat, is this happening in anyone's pubs right now? No one's saying anything on the Dota.
Maybe we breached 1 million concurrent viewers. Not viewers.
Maybe it's auto chess. This is auto chess
player.
lagging the game. Too many people playing.
There is a chance we're going to go for a rehost, but it depends on some developments that are happening currently.
So no one's saying anything. Oh, let's see what they're saying in Twitch chat. I are 5 minutes behind, but your opinions are always necessary to be heard. No, just a couple of pogs in chat.
Some box.
Press F9 to pay
Some
respect.
pepegas.
You gotta go to the new section of Reddit. I feel bad for doing bad. You should feel bad then. Calibration is a joke.
Friends, forehead. I'm eating pancakes right now, PogChamp.
Pango there goes swimming.
What's a friend? Feels bad, man.
Coming back to us. Hello.
Back to us.
Yeah.
Right. Need to get up and all that stuff.
So we're now. What is it? Is it 10 minutes into the game? I didn't even check.
What we?
15 minutes.
Dunno.
10 to 15 minutes.
We have some Midases.
Fourth into the game. Who do you feel is ahead and is on par with their game plan? Or
I think it's Navi that's doing better than.
Oh yeah, they're getting away with this.
but you said Navi should do better with their lineup in this stage of the game, right? Yeah.
Pog, you lizard.
Oh, they're getting a lot of pogs for the translations, Lizard, yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually,
it's good.
I'm actually reading the chat right now on my phone. If you can zoom it in, it would be fun to put chat on the screen, but then
It's 5 minutes delay.
You don't know what chat's going to say.
you never know what chat's going to
know what
say.
chat's going to
Is there a
say.
question in Twitch chat that you can see that we could answer for them?
There's no guys help.
No, there's some guy just spamming Russia.
So we just put Russia. There's a huge fan of Russia. Apparently, Mr. Dark Omega.
Yeah.
He loves the Russia.
You don't use the
Timed
app.
out though. Yeah, I just got this phone.
He's just
not
going
even
to.
using the app.
He's just going to his webpage.
You
on his
called me.
phone.
You called me at 12 o'clock to get to Sweden at 3. I didn't have a phone at the moment. I was streaming. I just had my coffee.
How did you buy it? Did you buy it at the airport?
No, I stole it from my mom.
You got your mom's phone.
Oh no.
What is your mom doing
What's she
for
using for a
communication
phone?
now?
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, it's Boston.
You stole your mum's phone?
Yeah, but it's fine.
This is
What does that mean? Someone's typing things in Russian now. Is that rude?
No, that just means translator.
Oh, it's not rude. Someone typing
The thing about Russians, like you. They're so misunderstood. Like he's saying like something like "Ти красивый, охуенный мальчик," and you think like he's flaming you, but he's actually saying you're beautiful, that you're great.
Oh,
That's the problem. Like you
Lovely.
don't understand them, so you think they're flaming you all the time, but that's not it. Never. They're really nice. All the time.
now that we have a little bit of a break, we actually can take the time to get to know you a little bit better because people might, they've seen you stream.
Lots of pluses in chat.
They now know that you can speak a little bit of Russian, that you're from Bosnia.
Right?
What is something that people don't know about you, you think? That is always the worst question. I feel like in an interview. Tell me something that nobody else knows. I'm like, what? But I'm asking anyway.
I don't know.
I gave you like my.
That's rude, definitely.
No, that's like rude, but in a good way.
Oh, right.
F, he really translates. Like he
Oh, it's
can't
like
do it.
F. He really
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
there we go.
Still good.
He's actually doing it.
What is that? What does that mean?
Kao sua boca macaco. That's like, I don't know.
That is
like,
probably not Russian.
Portuguese or something.
That's not
I
Russian.
have no clue what that
That's
is.
probably rude.
Yeah.
So what is something that nobody else knows? You have to
I don't know.
Yeah, I like this one. These casters need a raise. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank
just
you.
message the boss. Good one. Yes.
Guys are great. I love Twitch chat. I've been telling you.
Someone has just woken up. Did you know that sniper shrapnel does not affect buildings?
Wow.
You just blown our minds. I
Insane
didn't
knowledge
know.
from the Twitch chat.
Twitch chat there with the knowledge bombs.
If we didn't have Twitch chat, where would we be? We'd be lost. In limbo.
I like Twitch chat. I truly do.
Yeah?
Like, I know it can be racist at times.
Copy paste. Have you seen this one?
Please don't.
His beautiful hair, Gachi Bass. His sexy smile, Gachi Bass. His big arms, Gachi Bass. His strong legs, Gachi Bass.
It's the dot chess. Feels bad, man, actually.
It's a tough one.
You know, like,
Stop downloading stuff. So we're not downloading anything. It's not us.
Maybe Gabe is.
We're not downloading.
us.
Maybe Gabe is. Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's just
Damon.
unplugged the server for Don and said, "Sorry, lads, I need this extra gigawatt of internet to download." I don't know what he wants.
My eyes
I don't know what he
down. I need
likes.
this now. Give me the servers. But tell us something about yourself.
like what?
But we know
I'm
stuff.
Bosnian.
You're Bosnian. You used to play
Yeah.
professionally. We know
Yeah.
you play with.
I played Warcraft a lot. Like I was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
semi-pro as a kid. In Warcraft won some tournaments.
Warcraft 3?
Yeah.
Which
Like, I like
what
that
was
one.
your class?
Night Elves.
Oh, race, I should say, I guess. Night
Love
Elf.
playing Night Elves. I swim a lot.
You swim a lot?
Yeah.
But you have two dogs. This is the most
I have two
important
dogs.
fact.
And
Because
one of them sinks.
What?
Sinks to house to the
Yeah, the husky, right?
Oh, I thought you said stinks. I was like, what?
He does think as well, to be honest. He farts a lot.
So the Malamute is that stinks.
Yeah.
Malamute and Shepherd, and you live in the snow.
Yeah. During the winter, they live in the snow. That's true.
Oh, people are
Have
saying
snow.
it. People are saying it's happening because of the Battle Cup. Apparently, Battle Cup's just started.
Battle Cup is on Saturday. Oh.
Is Saturday, right?
It is
so
Saturday.
The EU Battle Cup just started, and apparently that messes up with the servers. So thank you, Twitch chat. Someone actually said that. I actually believe that. Who is it? I'll give them credit. It was for the boys.
For the boys.
So it always happens because of the Battle
Hands
Cup.
up.
Right.
For the boys.
What about our prediction, though?
What does this mean?
Oh,
That's rude.
all right.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Russian translate. No, it's Russians have.
I have an
That's it.
update.
I messed up. It's Russians.
Update time.
Russians first.
So we are in contact with admins and things are happening.
So what's
and lots of things are happening. But
The
for us,
game's
what is
still
happening
lagging.
for you? What is important for you? What is important for us is that we are taking a break. But more important is that break. We are going to get replaced. House will be here after the break. It skips Moxie and Key. They'll be back. Now versus Pango. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hands up.
Dire are scanning.